5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You're old, corroding like a geezer.
Hey, where's the beef? We all know your legend. You're the son of Zeus.
I'm not the son of Zeus, but if you guys ever saw that movie, it's like the best part of the movie takes place in like the first 5 minutes where the legend of Hercules actually fights all these giant monsters, and then he doesn't happen through the entire rest of the film. It's like really disappointing, but you know, it's The Rock. What are you gonna do? Here's a guy who's a rock of this show. It's David Williams. Hello, David.
I'm your Huckleberry.
It was a sad week, wasn't it? For
Yes, it was.
Val Kilmer passed.
It's a sad 2025.
Yeah, really. I'm going to bring something up that you know, I think we should all do at some point, but I'll wait till everybody's here. And here's a guy that even when he's here, he's not totally here. It's Gary Martin. Gary, welcome.
I'm especially not here. Just giving a heads up to everyone. I'm a little bit under the weather, so I may be, you know, cutting out every once in a while. But my new Skyboy sign came.
Well, we're
Check
gonna
it out.
we're
Check
gonna
it
light
out.
it up. Are you gonna light it up?
Ooh.
Ooh, look at that. Oh, here's a guy who's always trying to light it up and's been busted a couple times, I hear, from trying it, but it's Dan Lawless.
I have not. I've never.
Didn't I see you at the weed store? I don't know. Maybe that was somebody else.
You know what? I am like the only artist I know who's never tried weed.
I've never tried it. So
And I'll go one farther. I'd never tried a cigarette.
well, when you say you've never tried a cigarette, I mean, we used to play a game where you'd light a cigarette and you'd take we do it like a pizza parlor or something. You take a glass of water, right? And you put a napkin over the top of it. Then you put like a dime in the middle of it. And then you take turns like kerplunk burning holes in the napkin with the cigarette until it, you know, collapsed. So we had to light it up. So I've done that before, but I've never actually inhaled it.
Oh, so you're just like me. Okay.
You're like Bill
Yeah,
Clinton.
you're such
I'm
a
Bill
hoot.
Clinton. Yeah.
Never inhaled. Okay.
I've never inhaled. So,
By the
Gary-
way, when you introduced Gary, you said even when he's not here, he's not. Or even when he's here, he's not really here. I'm like, is it me or is it Gary? I didn't know which one because it could go either way. You know? I actually thought it was me. Like, oh, he's introducing me first.
oh, how about that? And then, oh, disappointed. You were still last. But Gary, I got to know, did you get that signed locally or did you have, I mean, where did you get that at?
No, I just saw some ads. The sign companies specializing in neon. And
Like locally in our area?
No. They're I can't remember. Texas. I don't remember.
I want to get one of those.
And they're reasonable. You just send them a logo. You know, like your hat logo would be perfect.
There you go.
That would be yeah. I mean, that's the kind of stuff they specialize in. And it only takes a couple of weeks between when you send them the payment and when it arrives. Yeah, and it's like I say, the price is reasonable.
And is it LED? It's not really like neon.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
now they can do, you know,
The
I think
technology
yeah,
baffles me.
you know.
Science baffles Gary.
It does.
Very confused.
It's
All
a
right.
Does it feel hot at all?
No.
And that's probably an LED then, yeah.
Yeah, and the light bands are plastic. They're not glass.
Okay, so it's a cheap form of neon, but
Durable and better form, actually.
it still works though.
Yeah. And it has all special effects. It, you know, blinks and does a bunch of different stuff. So it's
Wow.
And
do we need like a thing at the beginning of the show though? Gary, do we need a disclaimer at the beginning of the show? It could trigger epileptic seizures, you know?
Well, that's I don't take responsibility for that. So
Yes, let me show you something. I premiered this last night on The Professionals, just as a little intro thing for this day in comic book history, which is a bit we do on The Professionals. But watch this thing I put together. It'll give you a headache in like 5 seconds.
Today in comic book history.
that your voice?
Yeah, it's my voice.
Were you like speaking from that the end of the toilet paper wrapper thing?
No, I got a big old poster tube and went.
I think you should put, sign up says, flashes by Wraith of God. Wraith of, right,
Well, the little subliminal stuff.
Yeah, real quick, like really flash.
Yeah.
And then just when everyone's asleep, look
I
at this.
I like that. I'm going to do that. Subliminal
brainwash people. And,
but Dan, do I have to have like a naked girl standing there going by Wraith of God? Right? Isn't that how you do it? You have to like.
I don't know. I think I just said the words by Wraith of God like really fast. Like
okay.
they would flash by popcorn or something like that.
Okay.
At the movie theater, like it was one frame and it was too fast for the human eye to see, but people all saw it in their mind's eye and they all went and got popcorn.
Your drawing is interesting.
That didn't work as well as I thought he was just going to say interesting. And then the drawing. Yeah.
I forgot. Yeah, I was expecting the same thing. I thought, okay, he's just going to say interesting.
But no. Okay.
Clip it.
Enough of little G.
You can clip that and just have.
Yeah, I can. I'll edit it so it just says interesting, and then of course that requires extra work.
Right.
Let's see who's here, shall we? Mr. Chemo's joining us. Says probably I'll be sleeping when you're live, but I like the show and we'll check the reply. Shout out Wraith of God, Fear Hollow. There you go, Dan. Little subliminal advertising there. Corum, can't wait to see what myths and legends you guys bring to life. Past Master Dan says, I guess I'll repost it. Sigh. And Zarin Lepresti's Wraith of God 3 Fear Hollow. See, they're all behind me today. I like that.
Hey, Mickey's here. I was afraid that she might not make it.
Who?
Mickey.
I'm not down that far in the comments.
I'm just saying she was popped in the chat, and then today on Twitter she was like, I don't know if I can make it.
Yeah,
so,
well, calm down, Dan.
There's all this suspense build up.
Calm down, Dan. He'll get to her.
He was on the edge of his seat.
Well, I just thought I would acknowledge the queen.
That's right. Okay. All right.
You got it. She's royalty. You have to recognize this.
Well, what I want to know is she was like promoting herself as Queen of Graybeards, and I'm like, does that cost us money? Or is she expecting us like this for promotional purposes that we now owe her money? I'm not sure exactly what her
I don't
plan
know.
is.
I don't question.
Of course, you would go there. What now? Do I have to put her on the payroll?
I'm very practical, Gary. Very practical.
You're gonna end up in the dungeons, man.
Sequential Artist says, greetings, Graybirds in chat. Special thanks to Aaron, our gracious host, for pristine delivery of the epic Dick Tracy Moon-Made art. Everyone should pick up some original Presti art. Thank you. Boy, I got some simping going on in the chat today. I like that. Should see more of that. Repairman Jack is here. Creative Faye.
Aaron, you don't even realize how many compliments you get during the show that I do not read.
See, it's like, Gary, once again, I'm cutting your salary. You're not reading the right stuff. Sometimes you can't pronounce stuff. It's just God.
Yeah, watch it or I'll turn my sign off.
No, don't. Please. Look at this. Creative Faye. Hi, Aaron and Graybirds. Guess I'll be drawing Aaron since he's a legend. Look at this chat today. I'm loving it. Hey, Bibliobob is here. And we don't, unfortunately, Kelsey's not here to pronounce it for us. Boy, doesn't that just kind of brings a tear to your eye, doesn't it?
Well, you said it right.
I know, but it was kind of I don't know. Poor Kelsey. Where is Kelsey? Oh my
How do
gosh.
you say Bibbly Bob? What would you say?
Bibliobob. It took me for years to learn how to, literally to pronounce that. Dan the Pizza Man Genovese. When was the last time Dan was been in the chat? I don't even remember. Glitch is here. Let's see. Randy Howell, all the way from Canada. Rand Arrington. Andy Dalf. Iodine 74. Going on 4 hours sleep. Can barely keep my eyes open. Well, you turned into the wrong show then.
Yeah.
No, maybe he turned into the right show. He was hoping,
No, he wants to hear Dan Lawless talk so he can go.
Yeah.
That soothing voice.
Are you feeling sleepy? Relax. Your
Remember when
eyes are getting heavy.
Remember when I fell asleep when we were talking on the phone?
Yes. I was like talking to David, and it was like, it got really quiet. And I thought I heard this. I'm like, yo, dude, are you asleep? He's like, what, man? Oh, yeah.
I've done that a couple of times. One time I was living with my brother, and I'm just standing in the hallway talking to him. He's laying in bed. I'm just like, hey, Pete. Like,
you awake?
And then it just so if you're kind of stupid, just sort of walk away. Like, okay.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I guess that was an important conversation.
So stimulating. And the other couple of times, I think at least once, was with when I was first dating my wife. Again, not very.
Oh no!
I'm talking to her, and she's just like, I'm like, hey, are you there? Hey, pick up the phone.
Now, Dan, did that instill in you more confidence that you really had it going on, or were you a little worried at that point?
No. I was completely confident, but I was always confident. I didn't know.
You didn't know any better.
I didn't know that I wasn't supposed to be not confident.
Okay.
It's always a surprise to me when the girl said it's over. I'm like, huh?
What? You're breaking up with me?
I never broke up with any girls. They always broke up with me. Yeah,
I had the same problem. Heat Miser's here. Robert the Bruce. David and his poor microphone. Best Age Comics is here. Bloody Drake. Marcus Killigrew, purveyor of all things pop culture knowledge, is joining us. Leg Kick is here because Leg Kick is almost always here. Venom Bite. How about that? Carbon Dioxide. Aaron, no more AI art for show thumbnails. Look at that. Gary was just complimenting me on my thumbnail.
It's cool. It doesn't matter if it's AI. It's cool.
Oh, look
you're not replacing any artists by doing that.
That's true. It's saving me time. David, what are you doing?
I'm sorry. You can hear me? What does it sound like?
It sounds like you're grinding
pepper.
Yeah.
It's crinkling. And, yeah.
Hey, how does this sound?
No, you're fine now.
Wait, but listen.
Perfect.
That's okay. That's
exciting. We're all leaning in with what? Listen.
What?
Turn the volume up real high, guys.
Oh gosh. Okay. He's a Monster is here. Quoth the Raven, Lewis Wright. Lewis. Quoth the Raven, Lewis Bright Raven. Plug in some comics he got there. Let's see here. Zaid Comics is here. That's Phil Diaz. Thanks for joining us. Matthew Muma is here. Kevin Wolf. Kevin Wolf. Does that sound familiar to you guys? Why does that sound like not familiar to me? Did he change?
He's been around.
Maybe Kevin changed his little avatar thing, and that's what threw me. Best name I can think of, Sean Willits. Headless Bourgeoisie. How could you forget that? Toxic Dust 13. And there she is. Queen Mickey. How is everyone doing? Dan has been waiting for that. And there it is. Henry Thrun, who has a wrench, along with Queen Mickey. They might be trouble today. Is here. Henry says, I'm listening while driving to get my kids from school. Well, thank you. And I think educating your kids with this programming is
stupid
essential to how they're going to turn out later in life. Best name I can think of says, I just got back from the hospital. My stepdad got titanium plates in his ribs. All is good, but now I'm going to make noises when he goes. Now he's going to make noises when he goes to a metal detector. He's like Wolverine now.
I was going to say, why don't you get adamantium?
Yeah, it's probably more expensive though. They're like, would you like to go titanium? You can go adamantium, but it's like 5 times more expensive. You're like, nah, we'll just go with the titanium.
Titanium's still pretty impressive.
Yeah, there was a Titanium Man, right? It was an Iron Man villain. So, you know, it's got to be something. JP Roca is here. House of R, OVR 101. OVR 101. I might be part of a hate group, but I don't support tracers. Leave Gary alone. There you go. Glass Machine. I like that. Is here. Derek the Dukester Clay joining us. Daryl Wayne, of course, says popcorn. Not sure why, but there it is.
I like that. Cool.
Oh, they're saying David put away the chips, and then Daryl Wayne saying no, it's popcorn. I get it. Okay.
Okay.
It's all making sense now. You got to get the. Oh, then we've got the popcorn fart. Thank you, Daryl Wayne. See, David brings out the best in our audience. Dr. Ben is here. He says, what exactly qualifies as myths and legends? That's the beauty of this week's poll, is they're all sort of interconnected. So you can take some liberties no matter which way you go here. And
Okay, I'll give the definition.
All right.
Aaron, David, and Dan's artwork are myths. My artwork is legend.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Got it. Yeah.
so we're just going to go ahead and do the show without Gary, and we'll just we'll do the best we can to manage the chat without. Oh, there he is.
It's a legitimate opinion.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's an opinion,
Yeah.
but
Legitimate.
that doesn't mean it's legitimate.
Yeah.
There, see, Creative Faye. To my defense, Aaron's a legend, and Gary is a myth. See, she corrected you, Gary.
I'm afraid of what I am now.
Mothman for a legend. That is. There's tons of things that would actually fit.
I thought that was a cryptid.
It is, but it's also a legend, right? See what I did? I just opened it up, Dan, for just practically anything. I mean, Bigfoot is a cryptid, but he's also a legend. So there you go.
Right. Well, I was thinking, really, I'm thinking classic myth.
Okay. Well, you can think whatever you like. I'm giving you the freedom,
Greek
Dan.
mythology.
I'm giving you the freedom. Michael Bancroft says someone drawing Gilgamesh. Yes, Dan is. All righty. Let's take a moment here and do a little show and tell. I've actually got stuff to show today, so I'm kind of excited. But we'll start with David. I'm just waiting for David to go check your Twitter.
Yeah, I was gonna say check. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't do that. I have. I brought it up before that my wife got a piece from San Julian.
Yes. Oh.
And I
What
found.
did you show us last week? Was it Jaime Hernandez, right, or the week before?
Yeah,
Whatever.
yeah. So.
Oh. Whoa! Hang on. Oh.
I don't know why it's in reverse, but that's it.
Oh my gosh. What year
So
was
he
this?
did
Do
that-
you remember?
I do not remember.
He did this.
2000
Did he do this at the show that you were at, or did he just send it to you, or what?
No, he just had it already.
Oh,
planned,
okay.
and he just gave it to Sandra as a gift for.
Oh
being
my gosh, that's
his
beautiful.
translator. Yeah.
Is that ballpoint pen?
No, it's like a Prisma pencil.
Oh, okay. Oh, that is so freaking
Such a
cool.
clean line for a Prisma pencil.
Yeah, that is really, really cool.
There we go. That's how it's supposed to be. But yeah. He hooked her up, and she was his translator all day. And
Oh,
it was
nice.
real sweet and nice. Yeah.
Wow, that is so cool.
It's just that's beautiful.
Of course,
Amazing.
he did a lot of work on Vampirella along with other Warren magazine stuff. But guys, yeah, his paintings are cool. I mean, those didn't they have sort of like a, I don't know, is he from Spain or is he from South America someplace?
I'm just going to say South America. I don't know. I wasn't a big, follower of San Julian. I like his stuff when I do see it. I'm like, wow, that guy is awesome.
Well, that's like Jose Gonzalez and all those guys, came came from the same area, I think, and they were all just like really good.
Yeah.
They're so good. Those
Yeah.
South
Artists
American
and
artists.
painters.
They were working on in a Hellboy and Creepy, you know. I mean, not Hellboy and Creepy and Eerie and
Yep.
Vampirella, and they're we're
Look
so
at that
good.
face.
They could draw like nobody's business. I mean, it was
Yeah.
just
Mhm.
incredible.
Was San Julian the one that did that door size poster of Vampirella?
We had this discussion before, and
No, it wasn't him.
No, Gonzalez.
no,
I can't.
it was.
No,
No, he did the original, and then Jose Gonzalez redid it. There's something,
Oh, okay.
or one of them penciled it, and the other one painted it. It was this weird. I got to look it up. Marcus Killigrew, look that up for me, will you? Because I know this, but I can't remember exactly how it went. Yeah, great.
I got one more thing to show.
Oh, okay.
Antarctic Press finally sent me my copies after all this time. Remember I did this on Graybeards?
Oh yeah.
So an official piece that I did on Graybeards ended up being a comic book cover.
Wow.
My
It's fantastic cover.
Aaron, are you taking note? That's how you work the system.
Oh my God. Did you color that too?
Yeah, I painted it on the show.
Oh God, that's right, man. That was like a long time ago.
Yeah.
How did they get in touch with you to use this as a cover? How did that go about?
Through Kelsey. Because they contacted Kelsey. I guess they were watching the show. And they wanted to use it. And I was like, yeah, sure.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
That looks great. Looks great on a cover.
Yeah. Oh, don't show the interior.
Okay.
It makes the cover look better.
Okay. So there you go.
Wow, very cool.
That is really cool.
It's Black Terror, right?
Yeah. They gave me. I should have made it look like Obama. Never mind.
Yeah, that would be a bad one for a black guy character.
Yeah.
Like, totally racist.
The Black Terror.
They gave me a ton of these, and so if anybody's interested, I could sign them and send them to you for, I don't know, $10-$20, something like that. And
be specific. Don't
yeah.
How about $20? $20.
There you go. Sign.
Plus shipping.
Signs.
Yeah, no, I won't say plus shipping. It's just $20. And
$20. That includes shipping, man. If you want to get one of these, get in touch with David on Instagram or Twitter or
not Facebook.
That's cool. I might want to get one of those. There you go. Stealth says I'll buy one. There you go, Stealth. Get in touch with David on Twitter. Stealth X5 for $2. Hello, he says. Thanks for joining us, Stealth. Okay, excellent. Gary, what have you got here?
Doctor Strange has come up in topic from time to time. Yes, and Aaron has mentioned that a lot of artists have worked on him, and I had forgotten that I had done something with him. This is from Marvel Adventures Hulk. And he guest stars, and so it was a splash page. This is penciled by David Nakayama. I posted a Hulk piece on my Twitter. So this is Nakayama's and my version of Doctor Strange.
So you did interiors on Marvel Adventures, huh?
Yeah, on Spider-Man and Hulk.
Oh, cool. I did some covers for those, the Avengers that we've talked about before, but I didn't know you did any on the inside of those things.
Yeah, I did several issues.
I love
those. And then I kind of got an interesting commission that I couldn't really pass up. I'm planning on cutting back on my commission so I can start working on my graphic novel, but this one was too interesting to pass up.
The religious experience of Philip K. Dick.
A client that I've done work for before, wanted me to recreate the 8-page story by Robert Crumb
Oh my gosh, are you
called The
kidding me?
Religious Experience. So he sent me scans of the story, and surprisingly, it's out of all the Crumb stuff I've seen, it's probably the least weird story I've seen. There's nothing, Crumb didn't write it. And so it's just his illustrations of the story of Philip K. Dick. He was the one that wrote the story that Blade Runner was based on.
Right.
He was a famous, and he had
Android's Dream of Electric Sheep, I believe is what it was.
Yeah. So this is my recreating. I've done a couple of pages already. This is page 1, and trying to mimic Crumb's style.
Dude, you got to do the lettering too. Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh my God. What you get the weirdest,
I know,
interesting commission requests.
Yeah. I mean, there's no way I would ever do anything like this on my own. And Crumb, he was influenced by classic illustration, and he uses a lot of illustrative techniques. Like even Art Adams uses some of these techniques. So it's a learning experience for me, in a definitely a very different kind of thing. And I wanted to
wait, there's more.
Reaffirm the Wraith auction at the end of the show.
That's right. We'll be putting this baby up for auction at the end of the show, folks. So if you're interested in this really great piece of the Wraith of God from my comic book series, Wraith of God, you'll want to tune in for that. But probably we'll try to get it close to 4 o'clock as possible. But look at the crosshatch in there. It's freaking insane. Excellent. Okay, we'll revisit that later in the show. Dan, speaking of Doctor Strange, huh?
I am going to show something, but I thought I'd bring this up first, Gary. I did do 3 issues. I did 3 issues of Doctor Strange, and I think this might be the first time I did an actual cover for Marvel.
So that's your cover?
Yeah.
And that's Doctor Strange versus Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
Is there a doctor in the house?
Do you remember who inked that?
Not sure.
No. Doesn't it say Al Milgrom? Yeah.
It's Al Milgrom inked it. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yep.
Al Milgrom.
What did you do with most of your originals, Dan?
I did sell most of them. Yeah, I sold them. I think all of them. What?
NPC Oasis. Damn, Dan, you are old. WTF. Queen
let me show you this other thing, though. The thing I wanted to show you, I will show you there.
Queen Mickey wants to know if you have signed copies of that, Dan.
I don't really have signed copies of it, no.
All right. Were they playing were they playing hot ball? They were like going to the hoop or something like that. Like,
yeah,
he was going to cross them over. It's just like,
yeah, any guess as good as mine. Yeah, that was a hell of a game, man.
NPC Oasis. That's not a digital print of the Wraith piece. That's original art. It's not printed on. Not printed on anything. It's drawn on Bristol board.
So I finally got around to coloring my the drawing I did last week of Hellboy. So wasn't it last week? I think it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
You finally got around it.
I just did it today. I'm saying I usually color them right away. Sometimes.
Oh, you did it today.
And I thought, actually, I don't always color them, but I thought couldn't resist to try see what coloring a Hellboy. And I've really never really drawn Hellboy that much, so I would love to draw this character, man. It'd be great.
Everybody loves Hellboy. That's a crazy thing, isn't it? But everybody wants to draw Hellboy.
Yeah,
it's cool though.
It's a fun character.
From a character from hell. It's pretty cool.
He's been redeemed. He's
redeemed.
Yes.
He sawed off his horns and he's redeemed. Yeah. Did you put that background in there in the on the show, or is it just him standing?
No,
it's just him standing, no backgrounds. Except for there's grass indication. But
I remember the castle.
Yeah, the castle's there and the grass indication, but no sky, no clouds.
Okay, I meant the castle because I couldn't remember if that was in there or not.
Yeah, the castle's in there.
I figured you didn't pencil in the sky, Dan. I figured that.
Well, I may have made some cloud.
NPC, I see your opening bid.
What is it?
He said $100, so he's starting it off already.
All right, there you go.
Yeah, you can probably bid throughout the show, can't you?
Sure.
I guess you could, couldn't you, if you wanted to, as long as we catch it. When I say we, I mean Gary, because that is his responsibility to read the chat.
Oh, he'll catch it all right. Those
David.
Gary won't miss those.
No, yeah, that guarantees that I read every single comment.
Yeah.
All right, Dan, that turned out great. As usual, we always expect great color job from you, and you never disappoint. So,
well, thank you.
Nice work. All righty, so I actually have some stuff. Now, I may have a problem. I don't know why I keep doing this, but I do this.
I love it.
Just make it a thing. It's a guy. That's your new character.
It's like, dude, I should do like a comic strip or something with this Frankenstein character.
Yeah.
I love this guy.
Would you get? Will you? I mean, you know how you have to be careful of like when Graham does his Joe Frankenstein, they can't do the bolts. And
you can't do the bolts, right?
So even in a cartoon form, would you not be able to do this?
Well, probably not. I mean, you could claim it was parody, I suppose, but I don't know. That's an excellent question. I mean, I could do it until someone tells me not to do it. Like don't ask permission.
Yeah, that could have been in Mad Magazine.
There you go. Crankenstein says headless bourgeoisie.
Yeah, call it. That's a good name. I like that.
Crankenstein.
Name the strip Fire Bad.
So I'm doing this stuff, and I don't know why, but it cracks me up. This is how I amuse myself, I guess.
Well, it looks great.
Thank you. Really quick. I probably shouldn't be showing this, but here's another.
Oh man,
Wraith of God, and you can understand why these pages are taking me so freaking long to do. But you got horses.
I know the whole story from that page now. Thanks for spoiling it for me.
Yeah. That's
Aaron,
the Wraith battling the headless horseman there.
Aaron, you do me a favor and keep that page handy, because when I do my beef, there's an illustration on that page that I want to reference.
Okay.
It's not about your art. It's about me.
Sure. Okay. And then I showed this a long time ago. I have not progressed on it, but just to remind you guys, this is going to be the title page art in the book. I just got to finish it. So,
okay.
Yeah, the only catch is that you have to do it.
I've got the penciling pretty much done. So yeah, I'm going to do it. I just got to do it. I'm going to do it. I just got to do it.
Gotta do it.
So there's like the lettering and stuff and indicia and all that stuff goes over it, or what do they call that thing there?
No, it's going to be like
title page.
I may use it as a pinup at some point in the book, but what I'll do is I'll color it and then I'll knock it back and then put all the credits and stuff over the top.
Okay, credits. Okay.
Background element kind of thing. Or it might be the back cover, actually, now that I think about it. No, I've already got the back cover. Yeah, so it's going to have to be something on the inside. I'll show you one more thing. It's not me twerking, so don't even start with that.
Hey, you should have never said anything.
I know, but
why did you say anything?
Someone is going to say something. Okay, so then I also drew this guy.
Yeah,
I love that one. That was cool.
It's awesome.
So this goes along with, you remember the first Frankenstein I did that I colored green with a colored pencil?
Yeah.
Well, somebody bought that, and then he goes, you should do Dracula. I'd probably buy that too. So I did, and yeah, looks like he bought it.
It's like he's creeping on some lady and saying something.
Yeah. He's definitely up to no good.
Like he says, I want to suck your blood like really slow.
The last car that I purchased from a dealership, the salesman looked like that like that guy.
Hey, now is it the same thing with Dracula? If you do the Bela Lugosi style Dracula, there's somebody owns that?
I think that's a little bit more sketchy. You know, as long as you don't make him look. I mean, he's kind of based on Lugosi a little bit, the look, you know,
Right.
but I think you'd have a hard time making that case. But the Frankenstein having more obvious trademarkable attributes that, you know, so, but I don't think, unless you're drawing it looks exactly like Lugosi, like a likeness or something, that you'd have any issues. But I'm certainly no copyright attorney, Dan, so I'm not giving any legal
Well, just
advice.
what you heard, maybe, like, because you know these things get around.
Yeah, well,
you've been around a long time. So.
I have been, and I haven't gotten in trouble yet. So that either speaks volumes of I'm not doing the wrong thing, or that no one sees my artwork. It's one of those two things, and I'm going to assume that I haven't done anything wrong. That's why.
One other thing I forgot to mention, that I haven't forgotten you, people who ordered, and the Frankenstein poster winner. I've not forgotten you. I had to special order the shipping tubes, and they have not arrived yet. I've ordered them from the USPS, and of course, you know, they're taking forever to get here, but they're coming. So hang on.
I want to point out also, these are not pink. These are Nebraska red. They don't look red on the screen, but these are Nebraska, like, you know, it's you know, when you get old and you got hardwood floors, it's like, it's nice to have a little cushion under there when you're walking around the house. That's all.
Why does that Nebraska sweatshirt behind you look red?
That's what I was going to say.
No. Oh,
No,
well,
I guess they're not that red, or they're not as red as that, are they?
no, it's still pinkish.
Oh man,
Pinkish
well,
sissy.
see, I just
Look at all the gay guys are wearing
Chinese red. Okay, Chinese red. Oh my
Yeah,
god!
check the made in sticker on the
Yeah,
bottom.
I guess that's red, isn't it?
That's red, yeah.
Yeah, that's red.
Well, if you go to Portland, you'll be all fine then.
My wife,
exactly.
hey, my wife gave them to me for Christmas. What do you want me to do?
Oh, okay. Enough said.
Okay.
Well, that's what the women do. They buy stuff so other women would not be interested in using.
It's not Pepto-Bismol pink. This is absolutely, that is a complete fabrication, exaggeration of the truth. Okay, guys, we're doing myths and legends today. David, what are you thinking? Give us
I have no clue.
Excellent.
I'm gonna wing it. I gotta hear what you guys are gonna do, and then.
Well, I hear that there's don't they do a book called Legends of the Dark Knight? Wouldn't that mean that Batman is a legend?
Oh, thank you. There we go.
That's right. It's in the title.
Wait a minute.
That's right.
I didn't know I had that much.
Well, you know, sequential artist for $5 says Dracula talks too much. After a while, it's just blah, blah. Oh, you know, I hate to do this, Gary, when they give me money, but yeah,
I thought it was great.
Yeah, I like that one.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Thank you for the 5, though. See, and please keep trying and send a super chat every time you try. That's what we recommend here.
Yeah. Randy Howell, thank you for the public service announcement.
Thanks for sharing, Gary. What the?
What was it?
It was about the auction.
Oh.
If you're gonna recognize somebody in the chat, Gary, share it with the rest of us, will you?
Well, the chat knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but we don't.
No, they don't. They may be listening only.
Oh my gosh. Dan, so you were originally thinking Hercules or something.
I am going to draw Hercules, although I have to say that people have asked me to draw Batman. Sooner or later I'm going to draw Batman. So
yeah, but I recommend, Dan, that you don't draw Batman on the show that David draws Batman.
Yeah, probably
right.
not.
I want to stay away from that.
Yeah, I think that's a wise decision.
Just a little, word to the wise.
Right. I'm going to draw more naked, sweaty men. That's my expertise.
Look at this. Aaron, Torchbearer Studio says, Aaron, do a sexy Medusa. The problem with Medusa is she's ugly as sin. That's why she turns people to stone. She's not she may have a hot bod, I don't know, but her face ain't cutting it. you know.
Right.
So,
She's got to be, yeah.
yeah.
But if you make her Tiggo bitties big enough, you won't notice the face.
Is that how it works with you, David?
That's how it works with all men.
No.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Well,
here.
she does turn men to stone. That maybe that's
rock hard.
Wait a minute. This is a kid show. Queen Mickey says, Aaron, what is your PayPal email?
She wants to send you money.
I know, but why?
Because what she did is she marketed herself. She sold prints of herself. And then she's giving us a cut.
Remember?
I don't see how we deserve that, but gosh darn it, I'll take it.
Because she's using their queen, the Graybeard's queen titles, so we get.
Oh, I see. So a little
copyright residual.
That's the trading cards. Remember?
Very, very nice of her.
Yeah, I ordered one. Aaron, did you?
Wait, giving it all? No way. That's too much.
No, I did. I've got a wife, Gary. You know, I don't want to bring in, sexy shots of Queen Mickey and go, hey, Shelley, what do you think of this? You know, that's probably not going to work out too well.
What do you think of this? A good strategy there, Aaron. What do you think?
Yeah, well, these girls are like there could be you could obviously they could be our daughter's age, you know. Like you can't like I didn't buy Anna's Star Wars Girl calendar because like I promoted it, but I'm like I can't have like.
I know it's like then you're a dirty old man, right?
In a half naked pictures of Anna sitting around. It's just I'm a 60-year-old guy. This is weird, you know.
Oh my goodness! Oh, see now here it comes. Secret stash, Aaron. It's just okay. Anyway, well, thank you, Queen Mickey, for that. We really appreciate that. It will be whatever you send us will be distributed to the fine gentlemen on this show. So. All right, I'm going to draw. I'm just going to say this. I'm going to draw something that may or may not be Bigfoot related. Let's just put it that way, and we'll see how it evolves. Because Bigfoot is a legend, and some of the other thing involved is also a legend, but I'm not, and a myth. So, well, we'll just have to see.
Hey, wasn't there a DC Legends book?
Yes.
Oh, see, now there's Superman in there, and there's Wonder Woman. And oh my goodness,
Dan. I mean, my friend who I can't think of his name, David, is coming up with a lot of loopholes here. Torchberg Studio says Arthur Adams did a sexy girl drawing for me that I am not allowed to display in the house. I've heard of such things happening before.
Can't you put a piece of tape over it? the essential parts, you know. I mean, if it's framed in glass, you could just kind of like put a black bar, you know, put some black tape, or make a black piece of paper and glue it on there.
Dan, why don't you try that at your house and see?
Yeah, let us know how it goes. After you give her the Valentine's Day card, let us know how that goes.
Oh yeah.
Best name I can think of for $5. Thank you, best name. Appreciate that. Medusa is the ultimate butter face. Everything is great, but her face.
Wow.
But her face.
I get it.
You get it?
That's pretty good. You can't do that. No, on that was.
I don't know. I mean, I appreciate the money, but come on, guys.
Yeah,
I think that was pretty clever. It's a good one.
Yeah. Okay.
You're a tough crowd, man. Aaron, you're a tough crowd.
I am. $2. Sequential Artist says, if she's a queen, shouldn't she receive royalties? Oh my gosh.
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
Yeah.
And just one more.
Are you crazy? Is that your problem?
Yes, exactly.
Did you see what she wrote though in chat? She's going to give it all to us. She said.
Yeah.
What?
I mean,
David woke up. What now?
The money. The money.
NC Pork Barbecue says, showed up for the art, stayed for the locker room talk. What? We're just clean around here. It's totally clean. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's get this thing on the road. I do have a question I want to present to you guys here as we move off to our drawing tables. So there's this thing going around like on social media, and it says if you go and look up the #1 movie in the country when you were 10 years old, that's a predictor of how your 2025 is going to go.
Oh no.
So of course I got sucked into this and I went and checked. You know what the #1 movie was in America when I was 10 years old? The Exorcist.
Oh my gosh. All right, I hope you're ready.
And I don't have high hopes for 2025 for me now. It's
that means everybody then's got that it was 10 years. That's not good. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know if I can do the math here.
Wizard Sleeve says he's been timed out.
75.
That's not me. I would not do that to Wizard Sleeves.
Okay, who's timing me out? I no. Well, how can you be chatting in the chat if you're timed out? I don't understand.
Yeah, right.
That's true.
I got Jaws.
Did you?
Yeah. Is that bad?
Well, it depends on which character you are, I suppose. I would say that's good if you liken yourself to Chief Brody. If you kind of fashion yourself Quint, probably not so good.
Yeah. It's followed by One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest and the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Now that sounds more likely. If it had that as the top one, I'd be like, "Yep, that's every year though."
Heat Miser says mine was Platoon. Oh God, it's not good. Mine was Grease. I love Grease.
Not bad.
That's fun. Oh, Titanic. Yikes. That's no good. Headless Bourgeoisie says mine was Beverly Hills Cop. Not sure what to make of that. See, it kind of
sounds cool.
Yeah, I think I think that's a good thing, right? Beverly Hills Cop would be considered that you're gonna have a good year. Top Gun, very good year. Raiders of the Lost Ark
got Jurassic Park.
Was Beverly Hills Cop like the pinnacle of Eddie Murphy's film career? Wasn't it downhill from there?
Well, that was like his second film, right? So he didn't get to go very far.
What did he do after that was better than?
Excellent. He had hits, but none of them were anywhere near as the movie that was successful.
Rita Faye got Lord of the Rings. Lucky.
Oh, did she really?
Yeah.
Blazing Saddles. Misty George. Look at this, man. Coming to America, Norbit. Now they're just saying other movies that he did. Yeah, Coming to America was pretty popular. I didn't think it was that funny, but it was a really big movie. And then, no, he did that movie with Nick Nolte, right? 48 Hours. That was like his first movie, right? And then I think didn't he do Trading Places? And then he did Beverly Hills Cop, I think.
I think you're right. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. After Beverly Hills Cop.
You're right. You may be right. That was the pinnacle of his career. Although The Nutty Professor was a tremendous performance by him.
Well, I didn't like it at all.
You didn't you think he was great in that? Jack Nicholson thought he should have won the Academy Award for that, and he didn't even get nominated. So
no, you can't touch Jerry Lewis.
Queen Mickey says
I don't want to touch Jerry Lewis. I'm not a Jerry Lewis fan. All right.
Queen Mickey says Dan Laws loves Grease. I loved Grease before I found out. I looked back and watched it again. Turned out it was all gay. I didn't know that.
What was mine if I was in 79?
What would it?
Well, someone has Superman. Didn't Superman come out in 79? Randy Arrington said Superman was his. I thought 79 was Superman.
78
or 78?
I think.
All right, folks.
Dave says it was Superman.
Okay, so you got Superman too.
Wow,
awesome, man.
Look at Dave. He's better than that.
Sudas Scram says Top Gun. He got Top Gun.
Oh, that's a good one.
Raise the Lost Ark. Oh my gosh, someone got Raise the Lost Ark.
I got The Exorcist. How in the world did I end up with The Exorcist? I don't know.
It's your Sherlock.
All right, this show, the tide is turning, and this show's becoming
Misty George got Blazing Saddles. Oh my god. Wasn't that can't have been a #1 movie? Blazing Saddles, really? For the year? I don't know if some of these movies I'm looking at here, they don't look like they were best movies of the year.
Well, biggest money maker is all it has to be.
Oh, biggest money maker.
Yeah, so that would constitute the #1 movie in America, right? Would be the biggest money maker.
Okay. Still.
Still,
Blazing Saddles? I don't think so.
I don't know. Blazing Saddles was pretty popular when it came out. Now, Young Frankenstein wasn't as popular as Blazing Saddles was.
Someone got Toxic Dust got Goodfellas. That's cool.
Yeah, the chat's asking what silent movie did mine represent. Nosferatu, the original Nosferatu. That came out when I was 10 years old.
Hey, Marcus is my age, and he got Jaws too.
That's my favorite movie all time. But,
Not Jaws the 2, Jaws also.
Jaws also?
Yeah. Kevin Wolf got Star Wars.
Oh boy.
All right, you guys are stalling.
Oh. Yeah, I don't want to work. I don't want to work today.
Yeah, all right, I was going to read the movies in the chat.
Oh, man. All right, I'm going to switch into cameras.
I'm having trouble with my camera here. Hopefully, got a new wire to connect it to, and it's giving me grief. Let's see if this doesn't. Here we go. There it is. Okay, we're good. All right. Did we want to get into this AI discussion or?
Before we do that,
Sequential for 5. Thank you, Gary. Today's show is actually about legendary films. We were mistaken.
oh boy,
Oh my God. Now that's awful. In fact,
I think Little G had something to say about that.
yeah, okay. I think you're right.
That was beautiful. I thought it was awesome.
Swine.
I'm not done yet. I'm not done. Boy.
I can't. You guys don't know comedy. I tell you.
Well,
That was
maybe,
high. That was high quality.
Dan, maybe you don't know comedy. Maybe the problem.
Oh.
Clint says
I
Gary was.
I didn't think about that. That's a possibility.
Clint says Gary was too old to enlist in Lincoln's army against the Confederates. Oh, that's
Yeah, they wouldn't take me.
yeah. Well, let's see here.
Yeah,
Logical.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Looking at this.
yeah.
Hercules
Best thing I
reference.
can think of. I saw all the Buster Keaton films in the theater.
Not sure which Hercules costume I should do. I'm not sure which one is the less gay. You got the skirt and you got the panties.
Which one is less gay?
Well, it depends on how you draw it.
Okay. Oh, with the wind blowing up the skirt. That's bad. Oh my goodness. I didn't think about that. Oh, definitely got to put some pants on.
Oh my gosh. All right, so this we started this backstage, and because Gary had liked the thumbnail that I had, which was an AI image of mythological characters, and was saying that he thought it looked really, really cool. And then certainly this became this thing about AI and is it a tool? Is it Satan?
Or is it a tool of Satan?
Is it a tool of Satan? Oh, dang it. Now I got to figure out what I'm going to do. I can't do anything in depth right now because I'm trying to figure out my layout. So
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, hold off on this conversation until you.
Do you have any Tina stories or anything, Gary? You can.
I'll just read a couple of the chats. Glitch Says he watches Buster Keaton movies. They're great. I agree. I love Buster Keaton. I watch his movies all the time. He was amazing. Clint says, Gary, correct Civil War reenactments with firsthand knowledge. Eric and Boyd says the internet and social media are also tools of Satan.
Well, that I agree with.
Andy, oh, sorry, it's scrolling. Andy Dahl says Gary must have been amazed with the talkies when they started. Again, I was baffled by science.
That's what I'll do. I think that's what I'll do.
So I'm drawing Hercules. Gary, do you have any insights having known Plato?
When I sat at his feet and listened to him regale me with Hercules stories.
Exactly.
Plato was gay, so I'm not going to give you his description.
Dang it.
Just, FYI, Dan. Over 101 says Marx Brothers don't get enough credit. You're right. Marx Brothers were amazing.
I kind of think that Abbott and Costello were a little overrated. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah,
I was never a big fan of Abbott and Costello, but their Who's on First was genius.
Yeah, that was great.
Absolutely. Even today, you watch that today and you can't, I challenge anyone to watch that and not laugh.
Okay, let's go.
There it is. Is there a money involved in this challenge? Is this kind of like?
Well, I don't know how it can be proven, but I challenge anyone to. I'm sure you can find it on YouTube. Abbott and Costello, Who's on First? It is amazing. Not just the writing of it, but the performing of it, the timing, just everything about it is just incredible. Queen Mickey is laying down some knowledge. She says, we take the pressure and we throw away conventionality belongs to yesterday. I'm sorry, it's scrolling. There is a chance that we can make it. So far, we start believing now, and we can be who we are.
That's a theme song from that's not Laverne and Shirley. No.
I thought it was like Greek.
Yeah, it's like some,
Laverne and Shirley. What the hell?
Oh,
yeah, laying down some wisdom. Oh, it was a Laverne and Shirley lyric.
Oh, it's a theme song.
Aristotle.
Television show, but I can't remember which.
It's either Aristotle or Laverne and Shirley. I'm not sure.
that's hilarious.
I'm telling you that it's a theme song. I just gotta remember which one it was.
I literally don't know what to draw.
Are you still?
I'm trying to figure it out.
He's working through the process, man. It's a process. Well, when in doubt, I always draw Frankenstein. So I'm just saying.
David, you're good at drawing skulls. How about that one of those skeletons in Jason and the Argonauts?
Oh, there you go. No, I'm drawing that enough.
Now let's see. Myths and legends.
Yeah, if you draw a monster's always forgiving. You can, as far as you can make a mistake in the anatomy and stuff. Nobody cares.
Exactly.
That's why I like drawing.
I was gonna say that's now you know why I like drawing monsters.
Exactly. Well, that's what's kind of fun about them. You can kind of be free a little bit. You can relax and just
Yeah, it's like no one's looking over your shoulder going, hey, that arm doesn't look right. And you go, yeah, it does.
Yeah, his arm's been sewn on. Who cares?
Yeah, exactly. Not supposed to look right.
Paulus Arts says, just draw Batman.
Well,
Does anyone not want David to draw Batman?
But then even David has to go, okay, how can I draw Batman that I haven't drawn him 100 times before?
Right.
Oh, Bloody Drake. The cartoon Hercules.
I already did him once.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Besides, I'm drawing Hercules.
I forgot.
I don't get him.
Who's that?
Daryl Wayne says King Arthur.
That's kind of cool.
How about that big fat octopus chick from Little Mermaid? What's her name?
Ursula.
Yeah, there you go. That's fun.
That falls in
Stacey
with
Abrams.
David's comment earlier about face and you know what?
I was going to say that was Stacey Abrams.
Oh, man.
Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, I got this figured out, man. I'm feeling good right now. Feeling really good.
Andy Dollop suggests 1920s Batman.
Oh, you mean the first appearance one?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you could take Batman and kind of like, they did all those Batman things like Gotham by Gaslight or like, Caveman Batman. You could do like a whole any period of time Batman, right? Because then it becomes even more of a legend, right?
But then he'd have to design something.
Ooh, well, there is that. Hey, I'm just trying to help, Gary. Quit raining on my parade, will you? All right, man, I'm on to something here.
Ooh, Paulus Art says Samurai Batman.
Oh my gosh, that sounds like work. That I would avoid like the play.
That would not be a sketch.
I'll do Gotham by Gaslight Batman.
Cool. There you go.
Cool.
How about Pizza Man Batman? Like delivers your pizza.
What?
Shut up.
Not even
Aaron?
Yes.
Get ready from an insult from Katie. She says, hello, Graybeards and chat.
All right.
Who said this?
Katie.
Hello, Graybeards in chat. So typical Katie, not to like.
See? I know it.
It's just like you take away the individuality of the Graybeards and we're just masses together. None of us matter. It's just, let me tell you about Katie. Katie just put up a picture of herself at the racetrack with who's the guy that did
Cody Dennison? Cody Dennison.
Yeah, see? And I'll bet she didn't disrespect him. I bet she was probably really nice to him when she talked to him in person.
So, Aaron,
did she go up and go, hey, how you doing, NASCAR drivers?
Yeah, did you do that, Katie? Did you, hey,
Aaron, so you're interpreting the picture she posted of her and a driver as an insult to you?
No, we're just speculating that she probably went up and said, hi, Cody. She probably didn't go, hi, NASCAR driver and entire crowd of people in the audience.
Gary, all I'm doing is pointing out some inconsistencies. That's what I'm bringing up.
It's working pretty hard.
All right, here we go.
Okay, Katie. Okay, Aaron, she corrected. There you go.
She says, oh, excuse me. Let me start over. Oh my gosh. Hey, Aaron. So good to see you. Good to see you too, Katie. Appreciate it very much. Thanks for joining us. See, was that so hard? Oh my gosh.
I feel left out now.
Yeah, now I feel
yeah,
insulted.
what the heck?
Yeah, but I don't care.
Not that she didn't say hey to me, but then
I don't care about your guys' feelings. Okay.
Oh, okay.
You guys should be aware of that by now. Oh. But Katie might be, so I'm sure if.
Yeah, but I mean, to me that comment reeked of sarcasm.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
So you don't think she was sincere?
Well, you know, whatever.
No, I
you
think
want,
it sounded sincere.
however you want to interpret that, Aaron. Creative Faye, you can stop making suggestions. Everybody's drawing.
she's trying to change our minds at last minute.
Eros, Apollo, Odin, and there's others.
Well, she could be thinking through what she's going to do, you know, just kind of verbalizing.
Aphrodite, Athena. What else? Nymphs.
Ooh, nymphs. That's easy. I might do that. No, I'm already committed to.
Those nymphs are easy.
Yeah. So yeah, stop suggesting. Everybody's drawing. That's kind of the clue that, you know, to stop saying.
There is so much
That
stuff.
always happens. You guys are like 30 minutes into a drawing, and somebody will say, "Hey, why don't you draw this?"
Gary just insults the audience.
Why do you gotta be so mean?
Just you know, a little.
They're taking time out of their day.
That's all it is.
Little FYI, that's all. Just let
Okay,
you know.
now, okay, Katie, that's Aaron's not going to take that kindly.
Oh no!
Katie just says, "I gave Cody a hug."
Uh-oh.
No, that's silly. I'm just, I'm sure that if I saw Katie in person, she'd probably give me a hug. So that's I'm going to assume.
Okay, so I thought you were going to.
No, I think if she said she gave him a hug,
where's my hug?
Well,
no, you got to be.
How come you got one?
His was 2 seconds longer than mine.
That's right. Creative Faye, all I'm saying is David's drawing Batman. You know, let him loose. Stand back, let him go.
Let him be free.
No, it's funny when in this new day and age of, I guess Me Too has come and gone, hasn't it? But when I first met Star Wars Girl, I got a picture with her. I was gonna put my arm around her. I thought I better not, and so I just stood there and he looked dumb. And I was like, remember the good old days? You used to be able to give somebody a hug and it was cool, but too dangerous now. I don't want Star Wars Girl like suing me or something.
So if this old ass man put his arms around me and stuck his tongue in my ear. Like, what?
He went Joe Biden on me. I'm like, what?
Yeah, just don't sniff hair. That's all.
Oh,
You're probably okay.
Glitch says, wait, Aaron is trying to Me Too Anna?
No.
Now, see what happens. You say something and then people run with it and it gets all.
It got quiet.
What's the chat say?
That's because Aaron somehow he bailed on his own show.
What, was he not here?
No.
Yep. He dipped out. Shelly got to him. You bring up that bitch Anna again. See what happens.
See, I was going to say, she says, oh, who are you talking about?
I don't know what's going on with my connection here. Let's try this again. You know what happens is this, my table camera keeps going out, and when it goes out, I'm out.
Yeah, now you're frozen.
Somebody should clip that picture. It's hilarious.
Yeah, that is a good picture. Aaron looks befuddled on this week's Graybeards. Aaron's trying to interpret Katie Did's comment. Caption the photograph.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
we don't want to, but
no
we can
picture.
hear you.
So
can you hear me now? by the way.
Mickey says it's time to upgrade, so you can use the her trading card payment to invest in new equipment.
Yeah, enough of this telegraph.
Randy's suggesting you reboot. How long does that take?
It means you got to turn your computer off.
One more time. Okay, there we go. If I bounce out one more time, I'm just going to go back to my regular camera, and then you guys just have to wait till the end to see the magnificence that I'm.
Okay.
That's a trick.
Yeah. So he planned this camera fail all the time.
Exactly.
He's got
Yo,
a finished drawing there on the side. Oh, I'm gonna use the something's wrong with my camera ploy.
Yeah.
I don't feel well. I don't know if my drawing's going to turn out to the.
Yep.
The old switcheroo. I used to call it.
We got to make sure today that we do not forget what's Gary's beef.
We must have 2 beefs this time.
Sequential artist for $5. Oh no, here we go. It sounds like Aaron was worried Star Wars girl might have thought Aaron was getting A New Hope. Oh my gosh.
Well, I actually that was pretty good.
That's what Shelley thinks of your joke.
I have not seen that one. That's good.
I can't see. I just heard it.
Oh, there's this story that we went to Mexico one time, and we were on this like catamaran thing, and they would take us out to different points. You could go out and snorkel or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Shelley got attacked by a school of jellyfish, and she had like stings all over her back.
Jeez.
Oh my goodness.
So we went to Vegas one time for one of my daughter's dance competitions, and we were in one of the big hotels, and they had the aquarium in there, and one of them had this thing full of jellyfish, and that was her like looking at the jellyfish with a scowl on her face.
Koran Kaiser Stone is in the chat.
Go down.
He says, did you just change the memory card or the DSIR camera, Aaron?
Well, okay, changing a memory card is like so far beyond me that could never happen. I don't know what is going on with my camera.
The problem with changing the memory card is how do you remember if you changed it?
I can't remember. I couldn't remember to change it, let alone if I did or not. Right. That's an excellent point. Yeah, I don't like when people talk technical because I don't get it.
Aaron, help me translate this. He's a monster. Oh, boy. He says, man, I just walked in this gas station, man, and somebody said, I like a sexy brat, comma, heart little sister.
Huh?
Boy, that let's try this. Man, I just walked into this gas station, man, and somebody said I like a sexy brat, heart little sister. That I don't have any freaking idea what that means, Gary.
Okay.
That's almost timeout worthy.
It's not just me.
Okay, yeah, that's almost timeout worthy. He's right on the edge with that.
Okay.
Leg kick for $10. Thank you, Leg Kick. Says in Muskegon, Michigan, a comic shop just opened in a former Bed Bath and Beyond store. So
Wow.
do they still have like kitchenwares and stuff in there too? That would be awesome. If you could go get a comic book and then, I need a spatula, that would be, I'd be on board with that.
Is that like a commentary on our culture that Bed Bath and Beyonds are being replaced by comic book shops?
Well,
I hope so.
yeah, I was going to say that's actually good news for those of us who are comic book fans. I don't know what it means about the rest of society, but I used to love going to Bed Bath and Beyond. Get some new kitchenwares.
Have you guys been watching any of those videos by gosh darn, what's his name? Charles Berger. I think he's got a comic shop here in Michigan. but his whole movement towards back issues only has given him great sales.
Really?
Like you've never seen before. He's had great years.
Yeah, most comic shops don't do back issues.
Yeah, they went the other way. And
Dennis Berger. It's Dennis Berger. His name is, and I forget the name of his shop, but it's I have to go check it out because he's near me. So
I absolutely love that.
Torch Bear Studio says, I thought Aaron was going to say they went to Vegas and she was attacked by a chorus line of dancing girls.
That I may be hard for you guys to believe that has never happened.
See that's Aaron's fantasy.
That has never happened to me.
Get away, you sultry dancing girls. Haran says,
so many
no
of
worries, Aaron. I might a bit of tech here. Damn, thanks for the shout out, by the way, Randy Howell.
Okay, that didn't even make sense. What is going on in the chat?
Yeah.
What did that say?
Try it again. What? Read it again, Gary.
No worries, Aaron. I might a bit of tech here. Damn.
Well, that's Corin.
Out, by the way, Randy Howell
says, no worries, Aaron. I might a bit of tech here. Damn. Thanks for the shout out, by the way, Randy Howell. Okay, so that's Corin Kaiser Stone speaking nonsense. If you're going to talk like that, you might as well be on the show.
Right?
Yeah, if you're going to speak nonsense, don't waste it.
Really?
Don't waste it.
If you add your nonsense to our nonsense, you might actually
That's right.
Amount to one person. Doesn't make
does nonsense multiply? Does that make sense, or is it just more nonsense?
Well, I think at some point it comes together and forms something, maybe a new life form.
Well, is that like piles of poop? The bigger the pile, the better it smells, or the worse it smells?
Okay, now when you put it like that.
I think that analogy is going to sink that idea for sure.
Yeah,
it's going to flush that idea out.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that pile of crap is so big it actually smells good.
Maybe there's a point where you when you cross that threshold at some point,
Well, that's what I'm thinking, maybe, but.
So that's Graybeard's critique in a nutshell. Okay, he's a monster's rephrasing his chat.
Okay.
Bro, I walked in the gas station. Some random person called me Bret Hart's little sister. I'm a grown man. I thought it was funny.
Okay, that's not even close to what he put the first time.
Yeah, he's a
I know.
Yeah, see that Monster, that makes sense. That's an interesting story. Your first crack was cryptic.
It was not good.
Wizard Sleeves is asking, Dan, what part of Michigan is that shop? I live in the southeast part of Michigan. Love to see it.
It is in the southeast part of southeast part, downriver, I believe, if you know what that means. Let me just
you remember
look up Dennis Berger. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Okay, while you're doing that.
All right. Oh my gosh. Sequential for 5. Thank you, Sequential, I think. He says, these days, to be profitable, anyone running a comic shop has to have some serious issues. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Wait a minute. I'm running out of stuff here. Hang on.
Help, help, I'm being repressed.
There you go.
Okay, that one wasn't that good, I have to say.
You need to use that one more.
I think we're going to return to little G again.
Swine.
Oh, got to get used to
Arthur's retort to that, bloody peasant.
Oh.
It's in Monroe, Michigan.
Wizard Sleep says, awesome. That's 10 minutes from me. Sweet.
Wonderworld Comics in the mall of Monroe. So it's in a mall, actually, which probably was one of the reasons I think it's because he's had so much success, because you have so much walk-in traffic in a mall, you know.
That would be a huge space, though, right? Taking over a Bed Bath & Beyond?
No, this is not the Bed Bath & Beyond. This is in Monroe. He's talking about, another guy was talking about something in
sorry.
That's farther up. That's up in the west side more of Michigan.
But the point still remains the same, that if you took over a Bed Bath & Beyond and put a comic shop in there, that would be one huge comic store.
Yeah, really.
I've seen a couple mall shops, like my friends down in Florida, in the I want to say south of Newport Richey. I'm not sure. Yeah, actually, I think it is in the Newport Richey Mall, which is north of Tampa, northwest of Tampa. They have a shop in a mall, and it's a pretty good sized shop. But it's kind of spread out so that you've got room to walk and move around. But they got a lot of statues and things like that. They kind of dress it up. So, it's not unprecedented to have a comic shop in a mall.
I think it's a great idea, though, because walk-in traffic is so good for a comic book shop. That's the kind of stuff it sells. Whereas if you have a comic book shop, you got to get out of the car and specifically go to. That's harder to do.
I think you're onto something there.
Although I visited this comic shop in Olympia, Washington. It was right downtown on a corner, excellent location. And that day, the local community was doing a art gallery walk thing where they linked up all the different galleries all around town, and people were taking a walking tour. And so the foot traffic was extra heavy that day. And people, the shop thought that they were going to get a lot of extra customers. It was embarrassingly slow in that shop. People were just walking right by the store. Nobody was going in. So the gallery snobs didn't even walk into the comic shop.
Well, I wonder if maybe those aren't the right people. The snobby art crowd might not.
Yeah, especially Olympia.
Well, think about it. The difference when you're going through a mall and the way that the doors are all open.
Yeah,
you can just walk in and walk by and kind of walk through. It's a different kind of an effect. By the way, if that guy goes to see, goes to Wonder World Comics there, let him know that you heard it from me here on
Graybeard's studio.
Graybeard's studio, because he knows who I am.
Dan Lawless sent me.
Exactly. You say that.
Get the hell out.
Exactly.
That son of a bitch.
Tell that bastard.
That guy owes me money.
Koran is making a correction. He says, I meant to say that I'm a bit of a tech geek. Apparently, I'm now fluent in nonsense since I've been on the show.
Exactly.
Damn you, Graybeards.
It's like a virus.
Oh, God. Well, it's time to having Koran back on the show.
Yeah.
Well, he's not going to do it now that he knows that we're contagious.
Now he'll come in for revenge, I think.
We're highly contagious.
That's right.
Your very mind.
You might catch something if you come on this show.
Ask people in the chat. Have they had any negative effects after listening to the show? Nausea, vomiting.
Don't ask that. Doc Brewski for $1.99 says, "Will we ever get a flawless Dan Lawless book?"
I hope so.
Will you, Dan, ever do a book?
I'm working on something, but it's years in the making. That's the problem, I'm painting. Invincigaz
says, "Hey guys, how's it hanging? Sorry I'm late. What won this week?" Myths and legends, which is a very broad category.
No, Batman won.
Well, actually, what I'm doing could theoretically tie into Batman as well. And I will explain later how, if you remind me.
Oh, this mysterious picture that he's already created?
No, I'm drawing it right here live. I had the conception of what I was going to do, which for me is rare because I usually
but we can't see it.
Until I get on the show, but I actually had an idea.
Drawing for fun and profit makes the astute observation. There's a lot of crossover between comic book fans and the Cinnabon crowd.
Mm-hmm.
I love Cinnabon.
Yep.
There's your evidence.
Sorry, Creta Faye. I made her ears ring with my whistle.
I thought you were going to say you made her cry because you were so mean to her earlier. I thought that's what she was going to say.
Like Kika's saying, Gary, there's a comic book shop in Silverdale Mall in Washington State called Avalon. Nice shop next to a Winco. Oh, okay. Well, there I can get a corn dog and
a comic book. It's perfect. Actually, the best comic shop possibly in the Northwest is I Like Comics in Vancouver.
Wait, don't say it. Do we get a residual yet? I mean, I was just thinking we got to get some.
I live just like about a mile away from that now.
You've gone in there, haven't you?
Yeah.
See, what you got to do is say the best comic book shop in, and then get the person, whoever gives us the most money.
Yeah.
And then you say
that becomes the best.
Yeah, I live just a couple blocks away from downtown Vancouver now.
Well,
do those whenever I'm in Seattle, I got to go too.
We have a couple of these.
Oh my gosh, sequential artist again. Is he gonna keep doing it until he gets it right? Says no. Serious question for Dan: are you using a specialized pencil or lead holder? Dan, explain your tools. Not your tool, your tools.
I got this thing, I think, on Amazon, maybe. Just holds 0.5 leads, Simple stuff. Nothing fancy.
Yeah, everyone always asks about your pencil. We still have another one from Geek Avenger, I think. Yeah, Geek Avenger.
Geek for 5, thank you, sir. He says technically someone could draw Tina McDonald under the topic of myths and legends.
Yes, that she would fall into that category, but please don't do it.
That's Gary's territory as far as
I'm concerned. Don't do it, please.
There.
Halloween time, we can do that.
Although she would make an excellent Medusa.
Oh my gosh! Look at Gary just bringing the heat, man. Poor Tina. That's all I can say. Poor Tina.
Gary, you better get your beef in because it's like last time you missed it. So.
Oh, that's true. We should do that right after the Stealth X5 for $2. Tomato, onion, cheeseburger, hot dog, French fries, spaghetti, coconut milk, and a chocolate chip cookie. I'd eat most of that.
The coconut milk, though, I don't think so.
I'd drink it though once. I don't think I've ever had it.
It's very sweet. I think.
Try it. I'd try it once. What was that? Bugs Bunny.
But how many beverages, if you to choose from, would be in front of coconut milk?
I could probably name 100.
Yeah, me too. Although I don't. Yeah, I've had it too. I've had straight from the coconut, and it's pretty good.
All right, Creative Face sticking up for Gary says Tina stabbed Gary. She has this coming. It's called karma. There you go. Okay.
No, I agree with most of what you said, Creative Faith, so I appreciate it. But I would call it not karma, I would call it God's justice.
Yeah, hood
all
armor
right.
thing.
You know what? It is time, Dan. Thanks for reminding me, for a little segment we like to call "What's Gary's Beef."
What's Gary's beef?
There it is.
He even had little G like poking out behind the sign like I do when I hold stuff up. This week's Gary's Beef is movie or TV scenes with machine guns.
Uh-oh.
This has bothered me for years, to the point now. Well, let me back up a little bit. When I see scenes, it's typically the hero brandishing his 6-shooter in like a warehouse environment or on a dock, or and the bad guys outnumber him, and they all have full automatic machine guns, and he's running at them, and they're blazing away, basically, spraying down the whole area with bullets.
I think this is everybody's beef.
Get a single shot, and he's picking them off with his little 6-shooter one by one as he's running through this shower of bullets, to the point now whenever I see that in a film or TV, I am literally yelling at the screen. A few years ago, I thought I would test this out. More than a few years ago, I used to be really into paintball. I had, all the gear. I had the camo and the helmet, and several different paintball markers, different kinds. I had a 6-shooter pistol. I had the regular semi-auto, and I had a full auto paintball marker machine gun. And what I mean by full auto, and when the people say machine gun, is that when you mash down the trigger, it continues to fire until you release the trigger. A semi-auto, you have to pull the trigger with each shot. Okay. So the faster you pull the trigger, the faster it shoots. Machine gun, you just hold the trigger down and it sprays bullets. So I'm out in the woods. I'm playing paintball with Steve Matson. I know Aaron and David know Steve. Steve used to write and color comics. He colored the Conan graphic novel that I worked on with Paul Glacy. Anyway, Steve and I are deep in the woods, and so I wanted to test this, machine gun versus 6-shooter, movie legend. So I gave Steve my full auto paintball marker, and he was standing on a trail, and I'm about 10 yards away behind a tree next to the trail. And I told him that I'm going to come running out. I'm going to dive across the trail, firing at him. And when I dive out, you open up, mash the trigger down, see if you can get me. So I'm thinking, by the time I'm halfway across the trail, the skinny trail in the woods, and there's a tree on the other side. By the time I'm leaping across the trail and he starts firing, I could have a chance of, getting off a couple of shots before he gets me, if he gets me at all. So I'm behind the tree with my trusty, 6-shooter. I take off, I dive across the trail, and I do this John Woo scene. I'm thinking it's like in my head, where I'm diving across the trail, and I'm thinking, like in my head, I'm going slow motion. I turn my body sideways. I'm firing at him. And I get off 3 shots before he opens up. And he hoses me down. I got hit in a matter.
Wait. Somebody's going to clip that.
Whoa.
In a matter of 1 second, I got hit 6 times. 2 on my leg, 3 on my torso, and 1 on my neck.
So you were dead.
Damn.
So, Aaron, would you hold up that artwork that you were showing, the Wraith page?
What are you doing?
Uh-oh.
Why didn't you warn me? What did I do with it?
No, I did. I said, have that handy.
Okay, well, tell that part again while I'm looking. Okay.
Okay, so, I fancy myself as having cat-like reflexes, and I think I'm going to land on my feet. No, not at all. So that the long panel in the middle, the guy splatting on the ground, that's an accurate illustration of how hard I fell with feeling the sting of 6 paintball welts swelling up on my body. So I'm lying there on the trail, moaning in pain, and of course Steve is just cracking up. See, I got 3 shots off, and I did not hit him once. And he just pulled the trigger for a second, and he got me 6 times. So once again, science demystifies
movies,
filmmaking. So John Woo.
Yeah. Yours, John Woo. You lied to me.
You think they did this on Mythbusters at some point?
Oh, is that right?
I'm saying, do you think they? I bet they did.
They should.
He's a monster. Says Aaron, I got this one. He's super gay and he's playing paintball.
So what's the moral of the story, Gary? Is it don't play paintball in the woods, or don't?
No, the moral of the story is you're justified if you yell at the screen when you see the hero not getting shot with multiple machine guns.
Well, this of course harkens back to the classic Arnold Schwarzenegger film Commando, when he literally takes out a small army without even hardly a scratch on him.
Right.
Then Rambo did this. Rambo did the same kind.
There's 100 scenes like that. Doc Brewski says, "I like it, Gary, but you're no Arnold Schwarzenegger or Kurt Russell." That's true. That proved it once and for all.
So you don't think it was you maybe not doing the moves well enough?
Oh no, I was cat-like back then, and I thought as I'm floating through the air, firing at Steve, I'm actually thinking that I'm going to pull this off. Boy, was I wrong.
It just didn't work out for you. Well,
you didn't have Arnold. You didn't have Arnold screaming at you, "Gary, get to the chopper!"
Yep, that's what I needed.
A little more inspiration.
Yeah, so I did this probably a good 20 years ago.
I was going to say, I hope you didn't do it recently, because I doubt you'd be laid up.
No, I could have. Yeah, I would have. I would have like tripped on a blade of grass and not made it to the trail.
Oh, that's funny. I can see you doing that back in the day.
Okay, Glitch says, I don't know if I should read this. Well, Glitch says, I used to play a lot of paintball, woods, and X-ball, but even I found that story a little gay.
I think it was the spray.
Okay, let's change the subject.
You think, yeah, that's a good way to get him to change the subject, is go, okay, can we change the subject, please? Yeah, no.
Okay, Okay, so you still owe us one Gary's Beef though from last.
No, I'm only going to do one. I'm not going to do two.
That was pretty powerful though.
You have a Gary's Beef
So,
debt.
Aaron, are you going to read the?
Read the what?
I just blew the whistle.
I didn't hear it.
Oh, sorry.
I didn't hear it either.
Blow it again. Okay, I got it there. Invincigaz for £2. That means he's across the pond. Making you a new bro intro. Where can I send it? You can message me on Twitter if you want, or Facebook, either one.
Oh boy, read Glitch's comment. There you
Yeah,
go.
blow it again in quotes. Aaron 2025. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Let's see how it is. I'm just not going to say anything anymore until now. I don't feel like I'm progressing as quickly as I should on this, but
Yeah, what is the time situation, by the way?
well, we got plenty of time. We still got like a half hour, but need
and we still have
right. Well,
auction.
That's true. And if I can keep drawing during the auction portion of the show, so I figure about
You
4:15 Pacific time, we will do the auction for your Wraith of God piece.
Okay.
I want you to show that to the fans, to the folks, Gary. Put it up there, and I will big screen it here. There it is. That piece will give us a little rundown on that, Gary, if you would.
This is my usual 11 by 17. And this is inked entirely, wait for it, with a brush.
Ooh.
So this is all cross-hatched. If I blow it up, like even the, you see if I blow up the lines in the background, you can see they're inconsistent. Those are all brush lines. Oh. I have to correct myself. I think I used a template for the moon back here.
Liar.
Yeah, I just caught myself.
Son of a...
Full disclosure. So that's extra. That cost extra that I use this template. So you see it's all cross-hatching. Indie ink over graphite pencil, and there's a little blue pencil in there as well. See the little detail, the horsey.
Made sure there was a little horsey in there.
Yeah. See, that's the real story right there. What's that horsey thinking?
What is
Fill in your
riding
caption.
My Little Pony?
Yeah. And look at the horse mane, lovingly rendered.
Mm.
Look at that horse, man.
Yeah, mane. The horse mane.
Is that
So
more?
this is up for auction, and this is Aaron's credibility auction because he recommended that I auction it.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah. So this auction will succeed or fail based on Aaron's reputation.
Don't let me down, folks.
Okay. Queen Mickey says, Aaron, pay attention. How is that not a cover? See, that's not coming from me. That's coming from the Queen.
Well, I'll tell you why, Queen, because it's not in the budget right now. That's why.
Yep. It's not in the budget.
So back, Wraith of God.
Yeah,
That's
Glitch
right.
says the same thing. Thank you, Eric.
And I would just say, don't encourage Gary. Okay, they just don't. It just causes more problems for me. We get out. You guys think this is all fun and games, but then as soon as the show's over, Gary's like, "So, When do I get a contract extension?
Yeah, we're going to have a hell of a conversation in the green room after the show.
Kind of stuff I got to do on a daily basis. You guys are just making it worse.
Drawing for Fun and Profit says, you probably could have dodged those paintballs if you were dressed as Wraith of God.
Yeah. With that long McFarlane cape that he has going on, it's like he'd have been splattered like crazy. Well, that didn't.
No, it's deceptive. You don't know where to aim. That would be perfect.
That's true. It's swirling around like a mist, and you're like,
you don't know where the body is and all that.
Yeah. That's, I like
Yep.
that. Cool.
Okay, shoot the mask. Like, where's the mask?
Isn't that cape kind of mystical?
It kind of feels that way, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I can neither confirm nor deny those reports.
Okay. So that makes it better. It could be. It could be.
It could be.
Okay.
I'm neither. All right. Give me a second here. All right. Sequential art is for $5. Thank you, sir. If anything, I think Gary's war story is great. It shows if anyone's going to take Gary out of the game, it takes a lot of balls. So,
that's good.
Dan, please don't encourage these people. Let's see. I don't have anything left that I haven't used already. So, well, I can do this.
That's what I was going to say. Use that one. There you go.
There we go. I'll take care of it. Thank you for the $5, though, and I encourage you to keep trying.
Well, you might want to hover your finger over that button. James Hunsinger says, damn, Lawless, great drawing. Aaron, once again, 4th place.
Okay, well, I don't think
you can't even see Aaron's.
That's exactly right. I see James is just being mean, and I repay mean with vengeance.
Well, it's a safe bet. You could just kind of go, hey, just
don't make me cannonball you, Dan.
I don't know. I'm just going by logic and reason.
Yeah, green laser. You're correct. If Gary's first 3 shots would have been accurate, that's true. That would have saved me embarrassing agony.
Well, that's a good point. If you'd actually connected on your shots, maybe you wouldn't have got killed.
But shooting and diving at the same time is not as easy as it sounds.
Well, the people in the movies are trained professionals. That's why it makes a difference.
Yeah.
I remember one time when I was playing a paintball, I was in a warehouse, and I did find it a little more effective to charge things around the corners and stuff. People weren't expecting you. I jump around the corner before they really had a chance to fire off anything. I got them,
So basically what Dan is saying that is if you use the correct technique, Gary, it is possible. Yeah. And it's just
Did you roll and pivot?
I dove and pivoted.
That's the issue. Don't dive, roll and pivot.
Well, you can't roll when somebody's got a machine gun.
This kid.
Well, apparently it worked for Dan. At least.
Well, paintball in a warehouse and paintball outside in the woods are two completely different.
Totally different. Yeah.
Brian Smith, yes, there is a previous beef about ending sentences with. So, yeah, I try not to acknowledge that.
Okay. I may be taking a little bit too much care in my inking here. But can you ever take too much care? I could do like Dan and just not ink, right? And that would save me some time.
Yeah.
Doc Brewski says it's called a combat role for a reason, Gary.
See, it's coming more clearly here that you just did not roll correctly is probably what the issue was there.
Well, I figured I could get across the trail much faster if I sprinted and dove rather than rolled. Isn't
Yeah.
diving, you're like cutting through the air, rolling, you're on the ground, and if you slow down.
No, you're spinning around. See, that's the thing is the diving, you're just a moving trajectory.
Exactly. So it's harder to hit.
No. If you're diving, you're just like you're going in somewhat of a straight line. The spinning top is hard to hit. You know.
I don't dive like a spinning top.
Right, well, I'm just.
There you go.
He sounded so offended by that. I never tried like a spinning top.
No,
What are you talking about?
Man. I told you I wasn't gay.
Once and for all.
Did you spin and twist and flip?
He's a monster, says David Williams. I'm your Huckleberry. Batman artwork, $100 confirmed. So we might have like 2 auctions going today.
Oh wow.
Let's just
to follow up on that, you realize that your 100 is bidding on the drawing as it is now. So every time David puts more ink on it, that number goes up.
exactly right. All right, have you guys?
The Green Laser says, I think Gary's friend was delayed in firing due to laughing at Gary's antics. You might be right. I don't remember him laughing as I was diving, but he was definitely laughing as I was writhing in pain.
Yeah.
It just shows you kind of friends you got.
Yep.
Now, have you guys heard that sort of? I've heard this a lot lately, and I don't understand why all of a sudden I'm hearing it. If there's been maybe more bear attacks or something, but you're talking about being in the woods made me think of this. So there's this saying, right? Apparently that goes, black fight back, brown get down, and white say goodnight.
And who says this?
This is like bear. Like,
The people in Chicago.
But they're basically saying if the polar bear sees it, you're done. You just give up. It's over.
Right.
If there's a brown bear, it's like they say, if brown, get down. I don't know. Does that mean lay down on the ground?
Lay down and play dead.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Is that really a thing though? Or is that just like sort of a,
well, you're submitting.
And so they're going to leave you alone if you do that?
Yeah.
Is that the idea?
Yeah.
Not necessarily, right?
Well, you have a better chance of surviving that than if you put up a fight.
Well, that's true. And then the black bears are smaller, and I guess you can intimidate them by, being loud,
like
and
yell at them, and
and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Chicago Bears.
Yeah, I see myself being confronted with any bear, me running. That's how kind of I see it all ending, regardless.
Oh, now we're getting a gaggle of bear self-defense suggestions.
Well, that's actually what I'm looking for. I want experts in the chat.
Well, there's a lot. Too many to read.
Good ones, well,
Brian Smith, yes, I'm unveiling my Skyboy sign behind me on today's show for the first time.
I'm gonna get one of those. I want information, Gary, after the show, and or
is there like a secret sign you can flash the bear, like if you're in the club, like that other bears use, like the gang sign?
That's a good question.
And then they kind of think, oh, you're just one of us.
Well, I know you don't.
Oh, it's not your pink hide that gives you away. It's the,
right.
It's the bear sign you're flashing.
Yeah, if you're in the right gang.
I just saw a video of a black bear climbing up to the top of a tree to attack an eagle that was sitting in its nest.
Wow.
And it got the eagle, which I was surprised at. So it must have been sitting on some eggs, because I would have thought the eagle would have flown away otherwise, but it just sat there, and the bear looked like the bear got the best of them there.
Creative Faith says, Aaron, just run faster than Gary and you'll be fine. Don't be afraid to shove either.
Well, Gary's obviously, he's probably still injured from his tuck and roll in the wilderness where he got.
Yeah, I am. I never recovered from that.
Yeah. So there was that one scene in early in the Walking Dead series, like maybe second season or something, where the guy who now plays the Punisher, what's that guy's name? Bertnall or something was his last name. Bertnall. What's his first name? You know what I'm talking about, the Punisher guy, when he was in Walking Dead.
Yeah.
So they sent him out with some, shall we say, overweight guy to go get like some medicine out of this encampment. Like it was they had like an RN station.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that.
It was all, and so they get the drugs and stuff, and then are running from the zombies, and the Punisher guy turns around and shoots the guy in the kneecap so that the zombies will eat him, and he can.
Oh, right. Yeah. Right. I just saw it last night. I saw a trailer to The Accountant sequel, and that guy played Affleck's brother in the first movie.
Yeah.
And he's going to be featured. He teams up with Affleck in the second movie.
Now he's like
the insurance.
Yeah, the accountant.
He's like an autistic like hitman or something, right?
Yeah.
Did you notice in that scene in the first movie where they're like kind of in his like room or whatever, that there was like an Action Comics #1 graded in there that was like apparently used up for payment or whatever,
right?
For his jobs.
That's a comic book fan.
Well, you know that thing. You know, if you got that 9.0 that's floating around, that'd be worth about 6 or 7 million right now. So
yeah, I think that, didn't he put that like in his go bag? It says he threw in the comic book.
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's a mustard. Sorry.
How am I going to finish this in 15 minutes? Who do we got? Greek Geek for 5. Thank you. Is Dan arguing that bears have a secret fraternity like the Masons?
Yes. Well, I'm not arguing. I'm just wondering.
It's a fair question.
He just put that out there.
James Hunsker, Alaska Browns can be scared away and usually don't hang around to eat you. I'm not going to test that.
Usually.
Jim Baked Alaska probably lives in Alaska, and I know that you go fishing out there and you're just asking for trouble because the bears will come and try and take your fish. So everybody's got to have a gun, I guess, when you're fishing. Hey, Billy, look at that.
Billy's in the chat. Hey, Billy.
Billy will not come on this show because Billy has a list of commissions, and he doesn't want to get in trouble for drawing on this show, and he should be working on his commissions.
I say bring him on. Bring on your commission.
Billy has a comic book question for you, Aaron.
Billy Tucci does?
Yep.
Billy was on when we had the Rocketeer show.
How much was an Action Comics back in 95? I think that would have been that Action Comics #1 selling is what created the speculator boom. And I want to say it went for, I think it was less than 2 million at that time. So it was like 1.3 million or something like that is what it went for back in the late 80s, early 90s when that sold. And that kicked off this sort of everybody going, oh my gosh, comics are worth money. And so then they bought 100 copies of Liefeld's books, and
and there went that boom.
And so I think it was about 1.3 million off the top of my head. But now it's up to, it probably would sell for probably maybe 9 to 10 million if it went up for auction right now. And there's a guy that remains nameless, that owns the Mile High copy of Action Comics #1. And those who have seen it, it's not graded, but those who have seen it say it's about a 9.4. So if that ever came to market, you'd probably be looking at $20 million for that.
Wow. Why wouldn't you? Before I ask this question, Billy says, thanks for the info. I will come and do my commissions if you will have me starting in a few weeks.
Yeah, you know what, Billy, you know what we do? We just have whatever Billy's working on, we'll just draw that.
That's right. We'll
make that the topic.
In fact, we could just send him our drawings, and then he could fulfill the commission that way. Just sign his name. Just sign his name to it.
I'm gonna like little teaser here. You guys, obviously, the guys on the show know who I'm talking about, but I'm not going to mention the name here yet. But David contacted a very, very prominent artist who said he would do the show, and then when I talked to him, he misunderstood. He thought it was an evening show, and he can't do it during the day because he's doing something else, which I'm not going to reveal either. But so I then said, look, we'll do a special show. If you will come on, just let me know when you can, when you're available. And I have yet to hear back. So that's where we're at on that.
Okay. Yeah, good. Oh,
He's got his Rolodex.
Before it gets too late.
Yeah.
That's his Rolodex of excuses. He's not that far through it yet.
Sequential Artist for $5 says the best bear survival advice I read gives me pause.
So that's incredible.
You got them all. Wow.
Oh, you guys.
Yeesh.
That's beautiful. That's good.
Dang.
Ink on Paper says, don't make a special time just for Mark Brooks.
Yeah.
Now everybody's trying to guess. There's no way you're going to guess.
Mark
would
not like us too much, I don't think.
No.
Just say, hey, Mark, I'm here on behalf of Comicsgate and Ethan Van Sciver. Would you like to go? Would you like to come on the show?
The chat, James Hunsinger is having pity for how hard you came down on. It's pretty harsh for a super chatter.
You got to understand the game, my friend. You got to understand the game.
I think that might be why he's doing it, is because of the pummeling Aaron's going to give him.
People like getting blown up on this show. I guess I shouldn't be rewarding them then, should I, with this stuff?
Cullen,
now you know what's going on. See,
Cullen is asking, when is Walt coming on?
I don't know. You see, here's the thing. All I can do is contact people and then hope they get back to me. And I think a lot of people go, oh, live draw stream? I don't need to get back there. And keep trying to pressure Ron Garney and,
get these guys out. They don't have to draw. Just come on in. Hang out. I'd love to talk to these legend guys,
Yeah, see,
instead of you guys.
I've been running that scam for years.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's true. I would love to get him to draw, though. But do you think Beatty would come on if we said you don't have to draw?
Yeah, I don't know if he would, but
I don't think he would. I think he'd sit in the chat and he'd rather sit in the chat and mock it.
That'd be cool if he came on and just hung out.
Criticizes.
Yeah. Well, he does it in the chat. He might as well do it live.
That's what I think, yeah. I can take it.
You know who I'm thinking about asking, because I just saw him in someone else's draw stream, is Dan Panosian. What do you guys think of that?
Sure.
Oh, that guy, man. I love
What, you
his
smell
work.
or what?
Love his work.
No.
He is
You're like, oh, wait, that guy. Oh.
no, he is an extraordinary artist.
He is. He's really good. He's
You
really
know who trained him
Who?
or gave him good advice? David, who was that?
David?
Tis me.
Yeah.
So the chat's not liking my whistle, so you want me to go to something else?
Well, I think maybe the trombone or something is a.
Well, that I have to get that out of the case.
Oh yeah.
How about the trusty harmonica?
Why in the world should you be
Yeah,
expecting?
that's good. I like. It feels like
I try to
campfire.
mix it up. I try to do something different every week.
I feel like the campfire. I'm gonna.
I've got something else coming in the mail, probably in the next couple of days that I'll add to the arsenal.
Does it have a brown wrapper?
You gotta receive.
No, Dan, I don't order items that require brown wrappers.
You gotta respect Gary because at least he reinvests in the show.
Is that a hint to everybody else?
No, I'm not. Just I'm not being passive aggressive or anything. I'm just saying.
No, I appreciate it. That's what I think that money is for.
Well, I ran through my costumes. I think I got to. I'm in the second rotation now.
Well, there you go. Oh, thank you.
Brian
Shelley?
Brian
Shelley.
Smith says he found a Beatty sketch in his comic room yesterday. What do you mean found? You didn't know it was there? Found?
Was someone saying they found some original art they didn't know they had?
Brian Smith, I found a Beatty sketch in my comic room yesterday.
Was John?
But he has a whole room filled with comics, and he found a Beatty sketch.
Did they also find John there? Also,
Yeah, was Beatty there too, or is it just this? He was sketching away in the corner. And you're like, oh, hey.
I just found a comic artist in my corner of my.
Have you ever? Come on now. Have you ever in your life, like any of you guys, like discovered original art you'd forgotten you had from somebody else?
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
Yes.
Don't have that much.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because
well,
I buy and sell artwork, and I maybe have had something for years and years and then sold it, and then thinking I still had it and didn't, or forgot that I had it.
Or forgot to send it after you sold it.
No.
Yeah, I do that.
Actually, no, I actually did that. Someone bought a book, and he might be in the chat. And I set it aside and then completely forgot. And then like months later, he said, Gary, what's the status on my book? And I was like, uh-oh.
Oops.
Well, the garage sale we had, right? Somebody, I can't really remember who it was now, bought one of the Garbage Man T-shirts, I think, or maybe it might have been a Keon Werewolf shirt. And never sent me the money. And then I was like, oh, I should get this sent out. And I go, wait a minute. If he doesn't send me the money, I don't, it was like I almost felt like I needed to send it out. And I realized, wait a minute, he never paid for it. So
Yeah, that's happened to me before.
So there it sits till the next garage sale.
How was that?
That was cool.
I prefer the trombone, but
that takes, I have to get it out and, assemble it and all that.
Sequential
Good job, Gary.
Exactly. Sequential artist for 5. Dan, I'm liking your Hercules. Interested to purchase. It's very uplifting.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
What if I
Wait, is he gay or what?
Oh, wait a minute. Here's something.
Sheesh.
Sequential is testing your inventory of violence.
I'm running out, man. I'm gonna have to get some new stuff.
Stealth. Okay, yeah. I didn't want to call you out. Stealth says, I'm still in the chat.
What's he? What is that referring to?
The book.
Oh,
Did you get the other one? Let's see. Hold on a
Name
second.
names.
Was there two? Yes. Sorry. Well, oh, hold on a second. No, we're good.
How much time do we have?
Not well. Technically, like
Does
3
anybody
minutes.
really know what time it is?
Glitch says.
Yeah.
Glitch says, I think we all want to see Gary get his trombone out.
Oh,
Now you put it like that. No,
That's a
not-
cannonball for that one.
Oh Lord, that I would cannonball you for that.
no more balls. Just blow them up. No more. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll have to wait till next week for me to whip out the trombone.
Was that Glitch all the way across the pond, man? That's all right. There we go.
It's a British invasion.
It is, but I fought it back. I fought back the British
The red
invasion.
coats.
Creative Faye is throwing down the gauntlet.
Oh no.
He says David's Batman and Dan's Hercules look awesome.
All right.
Pause. I am looking forward to seeing what Aaron brings to the table.
Yeah, because he doesn't even have it on the table yet. He's got it in his
Dude,
file,
I've got I
file
went,
folders.
no, I went two figure, and I'm paying for it right now. Back in the old days of Graybeards, we would just go until we were done.
That's true.
Yep.
But now,
Well, you can draw during the auction.
Back when we were kids, young people,
Yeah. Yeah.
we had the energy to draw.
Back when I had hair on my head.
well, before I did committed to the landing party, the Star Trek show, it was like we would just go, and sometimes we'd be on for 3 hours or whatever it took to get the job done. And now it's kind of more of a 2-hour kind of thing. So,
Well, you know, you want to see Anna, of course.
yeah, but I'm not
Get that
going,
hug, you know.
no, not going to touch. No, there'll be no touching involved. Is it? I think it is. Well, 1 minute till auction time, and then we're going to auction Gary's Wraith of God piece. So hang in there with us.
Is NPC Oisa still in the chat? Because he bid $100. If he's not in the chat, then we're going to have to start over.
Yeah, I would say so. You better find out. Now's your chance.
We gotta get more than $100 for that.
Okay, yeah, he's still there.
Okay.
So
He
that's
changed his mind, right?
we'll start at 100.
All right. Well, it is 4:15, Gary. So let's bring it up on screen so the fine folks can see it.
Alrighty, hold on. Let me pull it up. I said pull it up.
Let's be clear about what's being said. Articulation is very
Yep.
enunciation, articulation, all that kind of stuff. It's very important.
Un momento. Present. Share screen.
No, back when the show was called Dark.
Window.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, hang on a second. Brian, okay. So I did come in with an idea. I didn't pre-draw it. I'm not struggling. It's just a time-consuming piece. I am flowing. I am doing fine. It's just I need a little more time. That's all. It's not struggling. Let's not. Okay. Here we go. So Gary, I'll let you take over. Do your own auction as I'm drawing.
All right.
Here's 1,000.
We are auctioning off this Wraith of God charging through the forest on his black steed.
Wait a minute.
Wow, bidding's already started. This is Pitima 150 confirmed. Sorry, Stealth. Beat you out on that. So 150's the price right now. This is 11 by 17. It's brush and India ink over graphite pencil and blue and graphite pencil. Stealth at 170 confirmed. The moon in the background is the only pen. The rest of it is inked by a brush.
Hack.
Jim Alaska 200 confirmed. Let me blow up the artwork a little bit so you can see the detail. All the gray tones is cross hatching. Jim Alaska's 200 is the top bid. If this reaches an undisclosed amount, Aaron will consider publishing it in his Wraith book.
That's right. And then it'll be a published piece worth even more.
Right. So yeah. So that's I'm just putting that out there that Aaron might use it. So right now, Jim Alaska is 200 confirmed. And so how much time do you need, Aaron, for this auction to go on?
About 45 minutes.
Creative pay. That's, Randy Howe, I don't think that's $300, Randy. I think that's 300 corn dogs. Is that right, Creative? Yeah, my corn dog inventory is fine. I'm not accepting corn dogs.
How much would 300 corn dogs cost, though? I mean, you should look at a pretty,
Oh, she said corn dog drawings.
Oh, I'd like to see how long it would take her to do 300. Is that like go write corn dog in the chalkboard 300 times and you can go get out of detention.
Colin says, so Aaron doesn't think it's publish worthy as it is. Interesting. No, it's about
money.
Budget.
Yeah. Gary's expensive.
Yeah, you guys understand something. I don't just publish stuff. I pay people if I publish stuff.
He doesn't just throw it in. He's got to pony up the dough. So speaking of ponying up the dough, high bid is 200.
Ooh, 200. Wow.
Jim Alaska, 200. We might have to start the cat. Oh, Pitima drops down 220 confirmed.
He's not going to be denied. Not today.
Yeah, still 220 is a pretty good deal on this piece. This was a 3 full day time commitment. That's how long it took me. So if you calculate that in McDonald's wages, that's a pretty good deal. Lone Star Viper throws down with 230 confirmed. Thank you. Yeah, so that's how long it took me to do this piece. It took me 3 full days. Yeah, it is 11 by 17. I could hold on a second. No, I was going to hold it up, but it's better to see the scan of it. You can see the detail better. Colin says, did you get Malin's approval on the horse? That would increase the value as well.
Did you?
I don't run by my artistic whims.
Yeah, but if it's appraised by somebody, like I could appraise your artwork.
Well, he might have said it. The horse stinks, and that would have devalued it. So it's a gamble.
Well, you just don't say it if it's if he says it stinks, then you don't say that.
Yeah, you don't.
Just only go for that positive thing.
So Stealth is trying to run the price up. He's saying, make it a cover, Aaron.
That I can't do.
Yeah, that would cost Aaron quite a bit. Not just paying me, but he'd have to have it colored and printed. Actually, in black. Oh, Aaron, Stealth, you might be onto something. Publishing this as a black and white cover.
But here's the thing: I've already got 4 covers. Like overkill at some point. I mean, I know that like Shane and people have like 7 or 8 covers, but it's like
yeah.
Seems like
And now we're getting all kinds of suggestions: back cover, trading card, pin up.
Well, it could be a trading card,
poster.
No, it's not gonna be a poster. But you know, I could
beach towel.
Oh my god.
Okay, so where are we? Lone Star Viper is at 230. Oh, by the way, this is 11 by 17. So the shipping on this would be an additional 20. Because that includes insurance and, you know, packaging and all that. Okay, so where are we at here? What? Glitch? No, I'm not reading that. And Doc Booski says, why does Aaron hate Gary so much?
What? Hate
Good
is
question.
a strong word. I don't like to use it.
Just
say I have my problems.
Loathe might, you know, work better.
Yeah, I just have my problems with Gary. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah, he has his beef.
What's Aaron's beef?
Okay, so Lone Star Viper 230. Aaron's still drawing.
Look, I'm not going to be done with this on this show. So anytime you want to wrap it up, go ahead, and then I'll.
Okay. James Hunger says, Gary, Malin had high praise for you on his stream last night. Called you a master multiple times. Oh, I did not hear that. Thank you.
Who did? Who did?
Malin, according to James Hunsinger on his show.
He probably meant me. You watch the show and was confused who was who, kind of thing.
Oh, okay, yeah. So he meant that. Yeah, he was thinking of you, and somehow it came out Gary.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's a possibility.
I think he was talking about how you are a slave driver to us on this show.
Wait, what?
Lone Star Viper has a high bid of 230.
Gary just walked right by that.
Okay, let's just see a full screen.
He only sees dollar signs, that's why.
There's the full piece.
Hey, Aaron, I beat you. I'm finished.
I know, but yeah, I know. I can't even make an excuse. I'm not even going to make an excuse, except that I'm the host of the show, which distracts me to do stuff like I'm about to do. Where are we at, Gary? 230?
Let me confirm that. I think it is 230. Yeah, Lone Star Viper 230 is the high bid.
All right, hang on a second.
Why don't we start the?
He got the Katie did seal of approval.
Thank you, Katie.
I'm sure she would say something like that if I had my piece up right now, but I just don't. So I'll give her the benefit of the doubt.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Stamp that comes with that, or put it on your artwork?
Oh, Katie did like stamp of approval.
Yeah, seal of approval, quality reassurance.
Nice. Yeah, that'd be nice. 10. We're counting down. That's 10. 9. Don't wait till the last second to steal it, because remember, you guys are hearing this several seconds behind when I'm actually doing it. So
could you put up Lone Star's bid on the screen?
I don't know where it is.
It's up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm going up.
Yep.
Oh, there we go. Lone Star Viper. Got it. There we go. So we're at 230 right now. That's a steal.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Pity Moss says, I'll steal it for 240.
There we go. Pity Ma. Thank you.
Katie did really kissing up to Gary today. It's Gary freaking Martin. Of course it's awesome. Get that. Remember
See, yeah.
saying anything. I don't
Hey,
remember
Aaron,
saying that
Aaron.
about my stuff.
Yeah, see, Aaron, that's the kind of compliment you get when you don't fish for them.
Mm.
Thank
I
you,
don't
Katie.
fish. I demand them. I'm not fishing.
Yeah, way beyond fishing.
Yeah. Okay, where are we at? 8, I guess, as we're counting down here.
So Pity Ma, is Pity Ma the high bid?
Mm-hmm.
Where'd he go?
Oh, I'm sorry. I better put it up there. Pity Ma, 240. So we're at 7. I got a feeling like Stealth X5 is like lurking in the background here. Okay. 6. 5.
See, with all these auctions, you got to have a girl come in and do it. That's the thing.
I know. I don't do it.
I don't
very
know
well.
why, but that's just sort of the rules.
Well, that's you'd have to have someone controlling the auction, and only Aaron can do that.
Past Master Dan, put your glasses on. I know you're older than I am. He says, about time Katie got a wrench. Oh, I see. I thought he was suggesting that I give her a wrench. Instead, he's saying it's about time that she finally has one. Okay, I take it back. I'm wrong. Take your glasses back off. You were reading it correctly. Stealth X5 says he's always lurking. 3. 2. If you're gonna get in here, don't wait much longer. We're at 240 right now. Pity Ma is gonna walk away with this.
Yeah, he is.
$40. What a steal!
Yeah, remember the delay. Pity Ma, I pull this off.
Delays, nothing but delays. 250, Son of Liberty Radio.
Wow, snuck
Okay.
in there.
But now we go back to 5. That's the rules. 4.
This isn't that bad.
3. 2.
Aaron, I was watching a Star Trek episode the other night, and
Yeah.
I noticed that Captain Kirk. You see, I'm stalling here. Captain Kirk, in one episode to the next, he either has his gut sticking out or he doesn't. Did he not wear his girdle all the time? Do you know anything about that?
I was actually kind of noticing that myself. I was like, does he not have his girdle on this episode?
Because you can't even when you're at the beach, you can't hold your stomach in all the time.
No. All right, so 2-1. This is it, folks. We're gonna go to 0. Last chance.
He held it in. He had a girdle.
Yep.
That's just kind of
all right. Going once.
Oh, there we go. Pity Ma. Wow. Got those.
Yeah, but see, now we got to start over at 5. So it's like 5.
Okay, Aaron, start at 6.
Okay, how about 6, 5. I'm just gonna do it quicker this time.
Don't do it. Aaron, we got a bidding war going on here.
Well, then get it in bid. Everybody's waiting till the last second. I got to start over again. They're doing this just.
Well, they're trying to work it. Yeah, but remember, it's like there's no point in getting it last second because Aaron starts the countdown at 5 again.
That's right. So get your bids in.
Bid, yeah, don't.
2.
It's not like eBay. I start over.
Yeah,
so
1. Yeah, and Aaron is speeding up. So what about that Captain Kirk thing with the gut? What's your opinion on that?
Are you trying to slow it down? Speaking of Captain Kirk, I have to do a Captain Kirk show here shortly, so we're trying to get this wrapped up here. There's 0. Okay, it's going once. It's going twice, Gary.
Okay.
It's going 3 times. A lady. I'm typing in sold. I'm going to push the button.
I'm really serious.
His finger is hovering.
I'm totally serious. I'm going to do it. There it is.
Joking.
Sold for Pity Ma for 260.
Pity Ma. Way to go. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
So I will type in my PayPal contact, and please include your shipping address and tell me what you're purchasing. Hold on a second.
Look at that. David's the only one who's completely done.
I'm done.
Oh, well, you were still noodling, so I thought maybe you weren't done.
Oh, okay. I'm done, and I did a internet search on it.
Okay, so Prima, that's my PayPal contact.
Yeah, but you didn't draw all of his legs, so that's kind of cheating.
I will have to see yours with them.
Okay, here we go.
I'll judge you when I'll harshly judge you.
Thank you, Prima. Appreciate
lighting
it.
was not
And
good.
thank you for everybody that bid on it. Appreciate it.
Okay, here we go. Now, it's not completely done.
You got to wait for me to get over it because I have to.
Well, Dan, it's taking 20 minutes to sign it.
Well, yeah.
Aaron's showing his first.
Yeah, but Dan wants to see it, and he has to get away from his drawing table and over to the computer so he can
Got to see what's going on here.
Okay, you ready?
Oh, just go ahead. I'm not going to be ready.
All right, so take in mind, I'm the host, so I get a lot of distractions. It's a 2-character piece. I will finish it and get it up, but
here come the disclaimers.
Here it comes. This is Santa Claus versus the Yeti.
Oh boy, it's already awesome, but finished is going to be amazing. Look at how ripped Santa Claus is.
Don't mess with Santa.
Wow, what's that? What kind of blade is he wielding there?
Dude, you do not mess. You don't mess with Santa, all right?
That looks like a Yeti gutter.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's got one of those bodybuilders, that have like a big gut, but they have huge arms.
Yeah. He looks like one of those Rosetta Frost giants.
Hey, there you go. Look at all that care and rendering I put into, Santa there.
Wow. That's very cool.
That's awesome.
Are you drag racing, David? What the heck, man?
No, I farted.
Oh,
And that was the sound of that rolling down the street.
yeah. So when you're not voting on this in the chat, because this is not a competition, but please keep in mind that I have multiple duties and it's a multi-character drawing. You cut me a little slack. That's all I'm saying. All right, let's see what David did here.
Oh, I like it.
Oh man,
nice. That's like Tothy looking.
Yeah, I like it. Less is more on this one. It looks. I really love the
So is this Batman in what, 1920s?
No, the Gotham by Gaslight is like the 1830s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
He's hunting down 1880s because he's hunting Jack the Ripper.
That's right.
Wow.
Katie Did's giving you the OMG, David. There you go. James Hunsker says the gap between you three is tight. Now, where is it? There it is. Kellraiser. David is a master of light and shadow.
Yep.
Like a ninja.
What'd you call me?
Be
careful.
Boravohe Garabik says John Paul Leon.
Ninja.
How about that?
Oh, that isn't much better.
Best Age Comics, fantastic, David. I think we need to go back up and see what people are saying about mine.
See, these comments about David predate yours even. You're gonna have to go way back.
Yeah, Skullmasher says about mine, solid 4th place. Thanks
Can I
a
see
lot.
it again? Yours, I mean, after David's. This one looks great, by the way, David. It's really good.
Creative Faye, Aaron is the winner. He should do a Christmas book. There you go. That's what I like to hear. But it's not a competition, but thank you. You can go ahead and say that if you want. Okay, Dan, so you can see what I was doing. Excellent work by David, obviously. That's what I was working on.
I like it. Really cool. I love the Santa, man.
Santa's ready to roll. So
Yeah,
I
he's
gotta
a
finish the
badass,
Yeti.
man.
Gotta finish the Yeti.
So
anyway,
his just that he just has the one sleeve torn, so he's already grappled with this beast.
Yeah.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
round, but he's cool.
It's like they were grappling, but then he's like, okay, I'm getting my knife, because now I'm pissed. He tore my costume. I'm pissed. Oh, okay. Let's take a look at what Dan Lawless is doing. Oh, I love the shadows and the volume there in the chest and the stomach. Really,
He's pulling a Captain Kirk.
he is. He's sucking it in.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool, Dan.
Look at those veiny hands.
Yeah.
Although
I
I
was
will
trying to
say
think of, kind of more Greek god look,
I think Hellboy has bigger thighs than Hercules, though.
Well, it did. I did kind of tone him down a little bit.
Oh, you can see your rendering when you bring it up close like that.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, when I figured out I have to just push this button here and I can focus it, and you can see it pretty close now.
All I have to do is push this button that says focus, and the camera focuses. Can you believe that? The heck?
If you color this, don't cover up that rendering.
Okay.
Wow, Dan,
yeah, I know.
you're-
That's the danger, is overpowering the rendering.
Katie did says, "Wow, Dan, you're the man."
Yeah, well, I use myself as the model.
There you go.
And,
Well,
I had to take you guys didn't see, I took my shirt off and look in the mirror. And,
a done piece. Wow, Passmaster Dan, like throwing shade. David's was finished. I'm the only one. Skullnasher says Herc wins. Oh, brother. It's not a competition. Let's see.
you know what? They're apples and oranges today, though, aren't they? I mean, these such different styles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Really, I mean, you
But
can't.
yeah, Dan, good point. They're
It's
completely
preference, because
different
David did an amazingly designed piece. I'm doing some rendering of muscles, and then Aaron's got a really great story with his, and it's fun.
Well, you guys, that's why we do it this way.
Aaron
It's not
also
a
tried too.
competition. It's not a competition. Was Wrightson and Barry Smith and Jeff Jones and Cluta, were they competing? No, they were doing their own thing, and it was just cool. That's what it's all about. Unless you want to say mine's the best, that's fine. You can do that, but it's not a competition. Very nice, Dan, as usual.
Thank you.
I love that. That's great. So Hercules showing his power.
Yeah, I was trying to think of, because when I was looking at these Hercules drawings of these people, he looks a little dorky, and I was trying to think, can I make him a little more Greek god?
Yeah.
And I think I'm okay.
Well
This
done.
needs a little work. I think the anatomy's not totally there yet, but it's pretty close.
Well, it's a lot of pressure. Son of Liberty Radio for $2. Thank you, sir. He says, Aaron's pulling a Liefeld, no feet. They're standing in snow.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
They're in snow.
Stealth X5 for $2. Great work as always, everyone. Thank you.
Hold on, we need to back up a little bit. Liefeld wishes he could draw that well.
There you go. Thank you, Gary. Gary, we're going to keep you for next week now. Let's see. All right.
Petit Ma, thank you very much. Yes, I did get the payment. Appreciate it. You are a gem.
All right, guys. This was a good one. That was look at that. You got everything from like I don't even know what you'd call mine stylistically, but you got like this sort of Toth thing going with David. You got this sort of very rendered and three-dimensional sort of deep shadow thing with Dan, and then whatever I'm trying to do, a lot of blue line. So it's just a variety. It's like a variety show. It's the Carol Burnett show of drawing streams.
Yeah.
So
yeah, David had a beautifully designed piece. I got one that's kind of Frazetta-like, and then there's yours.
Kill y'all. I want to take a moment here before we get out of here to let everybody know that there's tons of links in the description of this video. Mine for Wraith of God 3 Fear Hollow, which is a graphic novel I'm doing presently. David's Fearsome book is also in the link is in the chat for that. My website, which you want to check out if you want to get some back issues of things you missed, like Kit Carter or the previous issues of Wraith of God, they're all available there. Dan Lawless's YouTube channel, and I've also put a link into his Fembat cover, which is fabulous for the Fembat campaign on Fund My Comic. And Gary's book, Brush with Destiny, you'll find a link if you want to buy that great art book that Gary put out just a little while ago. You can go follow the link in there. It'll take you right to there. So just all sorts of good stuff to check out. We want to thank you guys for the super chats. As always, we want to thank you for the conversation in the chat. You guys, we could not do the show without you. And I know you know that, but I was almost, I thought I missed a super chat, but it was just another bad joke by Sequential Artists that I'm not going to put up again.
Where is it? Wait, I got to see it.
No, it was something about Hercules that I don't have to blow him up again. Dan, I'm liking your Hercules. Interested to purchase. It's very.
Well, we already did this one.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I thought it was a new one, and then I realized it wasn't. Okay, so I guess we're good. You guys, I'm going to go run over and do the Star Trek show this week with Graham Nolan and Star Wars Girl, and or pardon me, Star Trek Girl, and that other guy, that other famous comic book artist.
The other guy.
Yeah, Ron Garney. So you guys want to check that out in a few minutes. But thank you all for joining us. This has been Graybeard Studio, episode 111. We will see you guys next week right here.
Corn dogs. Corn dogs. Corn dogs.